Hey, Herbeck.
Hey, Mouse.
How you doing?
Pretty good, and you?
It's been a really wild day. It's
I had
been
a
a
pretty productive day.
it has been a I guess you wouldn't say a reason to celebrate, but it has been a happy day in the true crime community.
Yeah,
Yeah, seems Pocatello Women's Correctional Center has gained a new member. And
yeah.
that would be prisoner number 153745. And I say that happily because she no longer has a name. She just has a number.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now.
We all know convicted and sentenced to 3 consecutive, not concurrent, consecutive life sentences.
It wouldn't be the initials of LV, would it?
Oh, that crazy hag. Yes, we all know who I mean.
She deserved everything she got, and actually, I think she should have got some more, but
Yeah,
that's just
well,
my opinion.
it's
That
not
does
over
not,
yet. It's not over yet. Remember that. It's not over yet. We still have uh Charles's case to
do you
finish
really
out.
think they're going to put her to death, though?
Well,
Think about it.
it's on the
They're going to,
table, and
I,
I mean it is encouraging that Arizona has the death penalty. I mean, that's encouraging. I mean, as it sits right now at the Pocatello Women's Correctional Center, guys, this place is in Idaho, and it's in a relatively mild community. It's mostly tribal, Indian, and Mormon communities.
right.
But I mean,
Well, my point on it is they can sentence her to death in Arizona. They've already got her on 3 consecutive life terms. She's never going to get out. So what's the sense of giving her death because she's going to die in prison before she can put the time in over in Arizona?
well, that's the
It'd
way.
be cheaper. I'll grant you that it would be cheaper if they did send her to Arizona and say, "Hey, do what you will."
Oh well,
But I
they
don't think they will.
Arizona doesn't have to wait for her life sentences to be up to take her into their custody.
No, they can take her to trial and everything, sure. I'm just talking about the death penalty part of it.
It will supersede her sentence on the three
Well,
murder on these three. But
so in
irregardless,
other words, that sentence will overtake the 3 life terms.
if it's death, of course.
Okay,
If not, I mean,
I don't think so though, but
worst
it
case
might be.
scenario,
I don't know everything.
even if she gets completely off on that, then yes, she has to serve her 3 consecutive life sentences. But I mean, guys,
Yeah.
now that we watch the case, now that for those that do follow true crime or that sleuth, we always like to take it full circle. And this is the day she took the perp walk back to the pen. She's no longer being held in jail, and all the facts are out. The trial is done. The sentence is set forth, and as we do in history, just hey, Anissa, but just looking over it because this will be in history. It was a part of history,
Hey, Anissa,
and
welcome in.
to review it as such, what did we learn from this portion of her crimes and the trials?
We learn not to kill your kids and then try to act crazy at the damn sentencing.
I think we should already know not to do that.
What do you think, Anissa? We're talking about that Lori Vallow. I'm
But
just
to
curious
discuss
on
it
what
in
she thinks
terms,
about it.
oh, but to discuss it in terms of what did you learn about, like the laws that you didn't know before? What did you learn about trials? What did you learn about gathering evidence that you didn't know before? Because I'll say I did. I learned a few things throughout this case. And it's weird that parents can get away with not disclosing the location of their children for such a long time.
Anissa says, I think she was crazy when she killed her first husband or brother-in-law. Yeah,
Agreed?
I think I don't care. You kill a kid, you deserve to have the death penalty. I don't give a shit what state you're in.
Right.
Yes, Anissa, that's right. She took her children's life. Oh, oh,
But aren't we a little shocked? I mean, minus the facts of what she did and the details, we've all been, we've been over that. And I'm not going to spill those out again today. But in reviewing the case itself, the logistics,
oh, it's like that
I
case
am
with Kaylee, what's her name there? Um,
Casey
the
Anthony.
one, yes,
Right. And
that woman.
we saw it again with the Megan.
Yeah, the one that stuffed them in the oil container.
Oh, no. The
No,
mother.
there's one that stuffed their kid in the oil container, a great big oil tank.
You lost me.
Really? You
Yeah.
never heard of that?
No, I was making reference to the other one, Megan and Evelyn Boswell,
Oh, I
because
don't
we were
know that
talking
one.
about how long a child can go missing and no way to make the parent, no way to force a parent to disclose that.
I know. I have the right to remain silent, remember?
And you do. You do.
Yeah, it was Chris something.
Oh,
Who
yeah. Chris
Oh,
Watts.
excuse me.
Yeah, that was his three
Yeah, that
daughters.
was Anissa's comment
Yeah, that
I was
was
trying to say
his
before I rudely interrupted myself.
his three daughters, and his wife was buried nearby. Yes, in the old tank. But I'm talking about, the cases that we've looked at and the problems that LE are having in that time period of somebody else. I mean, you guys got to remember this case started when his grandparents came forth, you know,
Yeah.
not Lori's family, not Chad's family, not, and how that played even a part in the laws, something I think we need to look at because that's also something I've seen in a couple of cases. And that's where the biological family who has actually given rights up through adoption have been the ones to cry foul and not be able to get attention brought to it.
Well,
Because this started when Larry and Kay couldn't get a hold of JJ. And their rights were gone, and how hard it was for them to get somebody to listen, that something was wrong.
okay, I know the ones you're talking about now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, people like that. that do that kind of crap to kids.
But how can it, how does it fall through the cracks so far that it is a biological family who have given rights to somebody else through adoption, left standing there crying foul, screaming foul, and we don't listen?
I know. Just because you give a child up doesn't mean you don't care.
That's right. It's true. And that was shown by, Kay and Larry.
LBG, welcome in. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Sam.
That's right, Anissa. We don't bite. Y'all can talk or just hit the like button, please. All right. The word button wasn't in there, but I stuck that in there.
I did forget to leave the link down in chat.
What's that?
I put the link down in chat if anybody wants to come up
Oh,
and add to the conversation.
Well.
But I remember when this case first got started, and the time frames, the amount of time that had gone by in asking myself.
Talking about the first case now?
Yeah, I'm still talking about,
Okay.
JJ and Kylie and Tammy. But, just how much time had gone by between each incident. And not a red flag,
give
right?
LBG the heads up so she knows what the hell we're talking about.
That's Sam. Sam, we're talking about the Vallow sentencing and just looking back at the case after we followed it and what we've learned from the case. Because there's, in every case, in my opinion, there is still something to learn from it. Not so much from the gore and the details, but how it was handled through the judicial system, how we collect evidence, and what we learn from, how a person can go from normal to a monster. That's
it's almost like psychologists do with serial killers. They go in and they analyze them to see what they can learn from them.
Right. And that's one reason I say, I enjoy sleuthing a case. I like to go from the first days, going through the case, watching it play out, seeing how it gets solved, watching it go through trial, learning about the laws and how they differ from state to state and how it affects the case. And that's how we understand what laws we still need to put into place or rethink is by reviewing the case, because each case is different. There's a lot of similarities to a lot of them out there, but each case is different and there's a lot to be learned in it.
Right.
And the Vallow cases, it is full of twists and turns and oh my goodness.
And craziness.
Yeah. You have to stop and, and I have to stop and go back and just, look over it again after all of this and after all the truths have been told. How did we get from there to here,
Jesus. I don't want to understand those people. I don't.
Well, as far as, going from a day that you can't really figure out how to force a person to prove their child is okay, to all that we found out, and all that transpired, and what makes
to me it just seems like there should have been some sort of a red flag, something that told somebody that something wasn't right. You would think, wouldn't you?
It did, but only to Larry and Kay. There he is.
Somebody
Hey,
needed
Hey,
attention.
Sam, how you doing?
well, I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
All
Hanging
right.
in there.
Yeah, I honestly don't know the case you're referring to. I wish I did. So I had some pertinent to add here, but
Well,
I actually just wanted to let you guys know. Did you catch what happened to Betty today?
No.
So the trolls are getting a little different. They sent her a video of somebody shooting themselves in the head.
oh
Oh, wow.
goodness.
That's just
So
rotten.
for a minute there, she looked like she was in shock.
My goodness.
Wow. That's
So
crazy.
they'll be backstage just like I was just now, and they'll be showing you things that you should. They just yeah, bad stuff.
Well, thank you for that heads up.
They're,
Yeah,
they're
really.
stepping up their game.
Wow.
It happened to a friend of mine, Angela, one night when we were dicking around, being potheads or whatever. Just, everybody just having fun, and they were showing her, you know, scenes of torture, pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
So just heads up to guys, be careful out here.
Yeah,
Is
YouTube
anybody
is
able to
really
track it down or take,
I
check on
wish
it?
I
a
knew.
little? Is anybody recording
I
it?
have no idea. She got it, but she don't want it.
Right.
YouTube needs to get their heads out of their butts and get these people in check. That's crazy.
These motherfuckers can slip through. Oh, sorry, these people can slip through the cracks, like you said, and they'll strike people for the dumbest things. They'll strike creators for the dumbest things.
Yeah,
They worry more about whose music is being played
exactly. Exactly.
or I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. Like I felt so bad for that lady. You can see she wasn't shot.
I can
Wow.
imagine.
She,
Which Betty are
yeah,
we
you could tell she
thinking of?
was her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know not everybody gets along on here, and everybody's got their things, but
Well,
don't nobody
Yeah,
fucking
but
deserve that.
wrong is wrong.
I don't really have anything against anybody so far. I'll say that. I mean, so far, so good, But you do know
Agreed.
who people are, You do. You just know who people are.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I don't, I don't think anybody we know would do something like that. I would hope.
Well, you got to admit, I
Wow.
mean, the trolls, that whole aura and lifestyle is just a representation of
Sad,
our off people in the world, are just a little off.
just sad. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I joke around like I'm a little off, but that is off.
That's off. Yeah. That's way off.
Well, joking around is one
Way
thing.
agreed.
Yeah.
But I mean, to do that, I mean, it was fear inducing. You could see it.
Yeah,
The
that's
shock.
not something you joke around with. Oh, I was just kidding around. No,
That was
that's not
Like,
pure.
a
no,
joke.
not even
That was
that's
pure
not even
shock.
with words. I mean, they made her watch it. She was stuck.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Well,
Goodness.
you guys be careful. I'm not trying to, bring your stuff down. Just like I said, I just want to
No,
give you heads up.
I appreciate it, Sam. I really do. I appreciate you letting me know about it.
Y'all be
no, that's
safe.
good to know.
Always.
All right.
Later.
I have a good one. Man,
That's
that
crazy, man.
just goes to show that crazy is not just on YouTube. It's in the world. It's there. And YouTube is just another layer of protection they have to hide themselves, to lurk around. But yeah, back to the case. I mean, it was different than some that we had, but yeah, as far as the legal system and what we lack, I learned a little bit through that case. And we have some gaps. We really do. This being able to gallivant around for almost a year, we got to fix that. And just in my opinion, we got to fix that. I don't know how. I don't know how we would fix that, but it's something we need to keep in the discussion until we come up with a solution.
Yeah, right.
And, the red flags, what were they? Who missed them? Because there had to have been a time. In a matter
Yeah.
of looking back in a matter of 4 months, her mind twisted so far crazy. And then from there on, it was just crazy, but how in that little of time do you go that far out?
Yeah.
And, is that considered medical? Would that far craziness, should have that it been institutionalized? Should that have been looked at?
Somebody should have noticed something, in my opinion.
Right? And do our laws allow that? Because in most states, no. We say that. Somebody should have said something. Somebody should have taken her in. How do you when it's an adult and they can, as Lori did, tricking a person who is interviewing them?
Yeah, and if you call, let's say it does involve a kid, and you call child protection, they're not much help either.
Well, they
Look
weren't.
at how many kids have gotten swept under the rug that ended up dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can do all the preventive medicine you want, and it ain't going to do a damn thing to help.
I think that's kind of bending into a whole nother realm, but yeah, that's another subject. Just see, is CPS adequate? Of course it's not. We all know that. But that doesn't stop the kids from going into the system because they
No, I
still
don't.
are. They still
It
do.
sure don't.
They still have to, But in this case, I don't know that, CPS tried. They tried to find them, but without rights that Larry and Kay didn't have. What, and it is the law. When you give your rights away, it is that.
Yeah.
And I get that. But I also see that we're, in society, we're seeing patterns that those actual biological families are the ones showing that there's a problem with those children. They were the ones that noticed they were not around. All the other people that came in and out of those apartments, nobody ever stopped and asked, "Hey, where's the kids?"
No, nobody did.
You know what I'm saying? Baloney.
No, I do know what you're saying.
How do you look at those people and not cry foul? How could you not know?
It makes you want to take somebody and shake them and say, "Wake the hell up."
Yeah, but it makes me want to understand as much of it as you can so that you can see the red flags the next time,
Well, you know what the main thing of it is, though, that they look at? We can't do nothing until something happens.
Yeah. And that's a big problem.
Yeah, it is.
And I also learned too, woo, don't sass a judge. You're right, like you said here, bag boy, don't sass a judge.
Right. Is it nice where you are today, Mouse?
It really was. It was a good day. Pretty nice outside. Heat wasn't too bad. It was there, but not too bad. Oh, looky there. Green and blue skies and no snow. Mark that on y'all's calendar.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
Hey, they just had Christmas in July, so don't say that too loud.
Have y'all had any of these storms we've had lately?
Um, Not really. I heard there was a tornado up here. Oh, I know what it was. It wasn't a tornado. It was a water spout that came off of Lake Erie.
Oh, wow.
Well, I guess it is a tornado. The only thing that makes it different is that it's spinning water after it hits the lake. It sucks it up in and it becomes spinning water. That's why they call it a water spout.
Right. Right.
They pick up fish, whatever is on the surface.
Do they really?
Oh, yeah.
So the whole Sharknado thing wasn't real far off, huh?
Well, they won't unless it's like a EF5 or something that comes off the lake
Uh-huh.
or off the ocean, whatever, and it ain't gonna come off the ocean. That's a hurricane. But unless it's one of those, I don't think they're gonna pick up a shark.
I cannot stop laughing at that movie.
I know that is one of the most stupidest things, and they have it every freaking year, and it's was going on here not too long ago, like this past week or something.
Hey, Izzy Pop. I'm thoroughly convinced that the Sharknado movies are, in fact, a drinking game.
Hi, Izzy. A what?
A drinking game. And
How do you figure a drinking game?
okay, what's the movie? There for a
I
minute,
don't want to
everything.
watch the
No,
movie.
seriously,
It's
I've
stupid.
seen all of them. It starts out, everything makes sense. The world is as the world we know it. Everything's making sense. Everything everybody says makes sense. And then all of a sudden, somebody will say something that makes even the viewers go, what? What? They don't do that, right? That's the minute you're supposed to start drinking. And you're supposed to keep drinking until you see the sharks flying. And then it's not that big of a deal. You're that drunk. That those parts of the movie where it gets really stupid just kind of pass you by because you're too drunk.
You know, I don't know. When it's something that dumb, I can't watch it. It just, no. I can't do it.
And I get this because I sat there and contemplated why would all of these really good actors and actresses agree to do this stupid movie? Like, they would not, right? So there has to be more to what's going on with this movie because too many people are willing to be involved year after year, no matter how dumb it gets.
Hey, Anissa says, then you drink a shot with every shark you see. Anissa, you couldn't keep up.
But you drink the first time somebody says something that does not make sense. That's when you start drinking. And then you keep drinking until you see the sharks fly, and then you stop. And then you just watch the movie because it doesn't really matter. You're too drunk. You you don't even ask why there's sharks or alligators or all of the numerous things this movie has become. It was, Anissa. That
Yeah,
right
it was.
there.
Yeah,
That's
it
why I
was.
say there had to be more to this movie than just the stupid storyline.
Oh, damn.
And then I watched it one more time just to make sure my theory was right, and I do believe I'm right.
Oh, man.
And it is to be
Trying to
done with
think
a
of
crowd
something.
of friends.
Trying to think of something to talk about other than that.
It was, Izzy. It really was. It was like when they wrote that movie, like they were scraping the bottom. Like, oh no, that had been written. Oh, that's been wrote. No, that idea's already taken too. And they're like, well, what are we left with? And we got something on a plane,
Yeah, snakes on a plane
and we got
was just
snakes
pure
left.
dumbness, as he says. How about the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? There was a dumb freaking movie. I mean, they got B movies. This damn thing was classified as an E movie. Oh my
That
God, that thing was dumb.
I agree with Izzy. That's going to be our next movie. Cats on a plane. And I mean, like the angry kind, the cats from hell.
Get them on a plane, you won't have to have necessarily angry cats because they will become them.
The giant woman one.
Yeah, I know what she's talking about, and I can't think of the name of it either.
I have gotten into a really good one that I've been binge watching off Netflix, and it was a series. And I didn't know the series existed until I found it and binge watched all the seasons and all the episodes. But
What's the name of it?
Frankie and is it Frankie and Claire? No, Frankie and Grace is what it is. Yeah, Frankie and Grace. And I tell you what, for us older women and the women that are older than me, this is a really good movie. I know the storyline around it is a bit provocative and racy, and that's okay, because Martin Sheen, right?
Okay.
Isn't that the dad? Am I
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yep.
He and this other guy play these two lawyers, right? That have spent their whole entire life, as a lawyer team, this, that, right? And the two, they're both married. One's married to Frankie, one's married to Grace. One's kind of hippie, that's Frankie. Grace is the one that's a little more high maintenance kind of gal, But anyway, their husbands are these two lawyers, played by Martin Sheen and this other guy. And they fall in love, right? And so they have spent 20 years being gay and not telling their wives. And the show start out about the time they decide they're going to tell their wives that for the last 20 years they have been gay together and are in love and want to be together. And it goes through, of course, the storyline is about how they all adjust to that. But a lot of it has to do with life in our 60s and 50s, guys. And it was really spot on. And how we actually maneuver those years together with our friends, or what's left of our family. And
Right.
it,
Hey,
it
Izzy said, "Oh my God, I saw a movie last night on Paramount Prime. It was awesome, called Chained. Serial Killer Cabbie."
ooh, interesting. I have to look that one up.
I'm a
And
serial killer.
um Grace
I
is
kill
played by
boxes all the time.
Grace, the high maintenance wife, is played by Jane Fonda.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Frankie, the hippie wife, I cannot remember her name. She was the one that played the Incredible Shrinking Woman. I cannot remember her name.
I was going to suggest Lily Tomlin, but that wouldn't have been it then.
Well, we can look it up. Let's see. What was that?
Because usually, if it's a comedy type thing, Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda are right there.
Yeah, it is Lily Tomlin. It sure is. And Sam Waterston plays
Okay,
Lily's
the husband.
husband, and Martin Sheen plays Jane Fonda's husband. And
Oh,
Sam Waterston and Martin Sheen are the two lawyers that fall in love, right? And they each have kids. Jane Fonda and Martin Sheen have two daughters, and Lily and Sam have two adopted sons. The comedy in it is spot on for our age.
Do you remember where Lily Tomlin got her start?
I'm not quite sure.
Rowan and Martin's Laughing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, maybe this will sound familiar. Hello? One ringy dingy. Two
Oh,
ringy dingy.
yeah. Yep.
My name is Edith Ann, and I don't have to do what you tell me to. I love that character, Edith Ann. She used to sit in a huge ass rocking chair, made her look like she was a real tiny girl. Oh, it was freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I've been way too much into TV lately. But that's what
Right, I'm
happens.
going back. Oh, Christ. Probably 9, 10 when I remember watching that.
I'm telling you guys, wait for a few seasons and then go back and binge watch it for 3 days. Just every time you sit down to watch TV, you turn it back on. It's way better to watch stuff that way than it is wait for it every Thursday for an hour.
You know what I find myself watching a lot? And I don't know why, but I like the movie.
What?
Joe Dirt. I love that movie. Well, I'm an David Spade fan anyway.
Fair
That boy's
enough.
funny
Fair
as hell.
enough. Yeah. I do like David Spade.
I
I'm
love
not,
that movie. He was in Tommy Boy with um Chris Farley.
yep.
Oh my God, that was freaking hilarious.
I miss most of the good ones are gone here back. It's sad.
Yeah, I
Makes
know.
me makes me miss Chris Farley just thinking about it.
Well, look at John Candy too. John
Yeah.
Candy was funnier in hell. Richard Pryor. Um, let me see. They can't be the only ones.
Anybody you would
However, I
ever
mean,
see on Saturday Night Live, whether they were the guest or the old crew.
oh, do you remember who the original crew for the Saturday Night Live was?
I think we went over this once.
Gavin
I
Morris,
know.
Gilda Radner, Lorraine Newman, John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, and Elaine Newman.
Did you say Gilda Radner too? Did you include
Yep,
her?
yep. She used to play the old lady on the bench that used to hit Artie Johnson with her purse or whoever was sitting there.
Yeah.
Artie Johnson was the one that used to dress up like a oh no, I'm thinking of Rona Martin's last name. But
Yeah.
Gilda Radner, she played a lot of her hair was something else.
Yeah.
Did you know she married Gene Wilder?
No, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yep. They were together until both of them passed.
That's like 4 lifetimes in terms
Yeah.
of famous today.
Another one that I used to like was Mel Brooks. That boy put out some funny stuff. Remember Meatballs? It was
I
a
do
spoof
remember
on Star
Meatballs.
Wars.
Yep, I do.
Instead of Chewie, they had John Candy playing a dog.
Yep. Yeah, I do remember that. And there were a lot of movies that spun off of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Bohemian Rhapsody is one of them. Party on, Garth. Party on, dude.
Oh, yeah. True. That was, yeah. And they were, I guess, what, second generation, but yeah, still Wayne and Garth was one that spun off of it.
Wayne's World. That's
Yeah,
what it
Wayne's
was.
World. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
All of us running around in the 80s going, blue, blue, we're not worthy.
oh, this was funny. We were at a friend's house, and this guy that was kitty cornered to the next corner, he let out this small burp, and everybody on his balcony thought it was good. My buddy had been drinking beer all day. He comes out and he goes, "Yeah, you think that was good? Watch this." The boy let out a burp. It lasted about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And they all started bowing to him and saying exactly that. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We rolled.
I remember one time I had a slip of the tongue and we were all in a car, the family, my mom, my dad, my sibling, and it slipped out of my mouth because it was so 80s, right? Do y'all remember saying it? Oh, that's badass. Oh, that's badass. Oh, look, that's badass. I seen a car while we were traveling and it slipped out of my mouth. Oh, that's badass. And I remember when it slipped out, there was that after moment where it was like, oh God, that just
Uh-oh.
came out. I just said ass. Oh my God. Oh my God. So you kind of creep look over at your parents. And both my parents thankfully were just laughing, like, what did you just say? Did you say bad? I was like, what does that even mean?
One time when I was in the home, I was up in Buffalo. We went camping at Allegheny. Only we didn't have cabins. We were in tents. Well, there was a biker gang that was across the road from us. And we got to talking with a couple of them. So the one dude, he come up to us, he goes, "Hey, listen, I'll make you a deal. You bring us over a loaf of bread and a couple cans of tuna fish, and you can drink this 6-pack." So me and my buddy, we got the tuna fish and the loaf of bread, took it over to him. Well, what we didn't realize is when we gave it to them, what they meant. They meant we had to drink them fast and then get out of there. Oh, that's what they were doing too after we got done. They were laughing like hell. They thought we were going to get in so much trouble. Well, almost did, actually. House parents called us all over. "Get in the car, we're going somewhere. Doug, you're sitting up front with us." Uh-oh. Got in the car and looked at me and they go, "Have you been drinking?" "No." "Are you sure?" "Yeah." They knew I was lying. They just couldn't prove it.
See, that's the beauty of being Generation X. In my opinion, the best part about being Generation X, we were the last generation to be able to fill somebody full of total crap and there not be any kind of digital proof on social media to prove us otherwise.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, whatever happened from Friday to Sunday night, it happened, right? Whether it was a fight or whether it was a crazy couple that got together or a party
Right.
that went on down the street, everybody still walked into school Monday morning going, "Nope, nope, not me. It's my word against theirs. Kate can't prove it."
Mm. Here's a real life one that happened. Me and a bunch, well, 3 other friends. I'm not going to say a bunch, but we decided to go out one day and just go cruising around partying. Came down to about, I'd say 3:30 in the afternoon. And it had been really, really cold for about 2 weeks. It was below zero here.
Mm-hmm.
And the day we went driving around, it had warmed up to about 30 degrees. I mean, it felt good. It was nice. Well, we got into a town called Westfield. They grow grapes there. And normally it was for Welch's when they were still here before they moved to Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
And we were going on this one back road. We made another turn onto another one, and we came up on this vineyard with this guy standing in one of the rows. Well, there were 2 people actually, but they were trimming. We had to stop because across the road from by their house, they had this great big wide open field. This field was loaded with deer. I had never seen that many deer in my life. We had to wait a good 10 minutes for the line of deer to cross the road to go into the vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, there had to be over 5,000 deer.
I've seen deer
I
like that
didn't think
one
there was.
time.
I did not think there was that many deer in this whole freaking county.
I know of a place up here in the mountains. It's a beautiful place. But the deer out there are protected because of where the campsite is at. It is located on Boy Scout property and maintained, for Boy Scout camp.
Oh, okay.
And, Boy Scouts can't carry weapons and they can't mess with the deer. And they were everywhere. They would walk right up to you and, kind of poke you while you were walking around with their, poke you with their nose. Like, hey. It was wild.
My dad used to call him up to his car with an apple. He'd cut an apple in quarters, hold a quarter of it in his hand and say, come on. And they'd apparently either smell the apple or trusted him or a little bit of both, because they'd come right up and eat that apple out of his hand. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. If you do it repeatedly, the animals will remember. That is a proven fact.
They got a place not far from me. It's called Kinzu Dam. And before they had it finished, I remember taking a ride with my parents down in through where it's now underwater. And I remember the town that my dad had even said, yep, here in a few years, this is all going to be underwater. You didn't lie. I guess they've had divers go down there and the town is still standing.
Yeah.
I guess fresh water is one of the better things for preserving stuff like that, because I guess salt water eats everything.
Yeah, that's true. It will. It eats into metal things and wooden things a lot faster. Freshwater wood can stay for ages.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they still pick logs up out of the river because they're polished and make furniture out of them.
Those logs are expensive too.
Yeah. Good money in wasted lost logs, isn't there?
Yeah. You ought to see them all that's up here in these rivers and creeks. It's unbelievable.
Ours is the same way. Never now and then, one of the highways I go up and down to get into town, you got to cross over a bridge that's right at the dam, and it's a small dam. It's not even in operation anymore, but the dam's still there. And every now and then you'll see a log, and it'll creep up onto the edge of that dam. And then for about 4 or 5 days, it does everything it can to push over the edge.
Does it ever get there?
Oh, yeah. It usually takes them about 4 days. You come back through and it's made it over the dam, made the drop, and floated on down the river. But, during it, you just kind of drive by and go, keep going, log. You keep going. Little
Do you ever
feather,
watch Swamp People?
Ever watch what?
Swamp People?
You mean the gator hunters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You notice? Did you happen to see it this past season?
I don't think so.
Well, Troy's son there, that one son he has, he went log hunting instead of alligator hunting. He was bringing up some nice freaking wood. But I guess the stuff, if it's going to be worth anything, they say it has to be submerged for at least 100 years.
I'd say out in the bayou, there's probably some of those.
Oh, yeah, I guess they were cutting down cypress at the time. These great, big, huge cypress.
There's some of the
branches, I guess some of the branches were big enough as logs, but they didn't care about those because they had the whole trunk to work with.
Well, some of those places back in the swamp, people haven't even touched for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there. It's just swampland.
Yeah, he's got that one. He's got that boat that he had, and he outfitted it with a platform and a winch so that if he hooks onto something he can't handle bringing it up by hand, He can
Mhm.
hook that winch on and it'll bring it right up and set it up on his deck.
Wow.
And it's mechanical. It's not one of those hand winches like they use to bring up the alligators.
I don't think that's something I'd ever want to go hunt.
No, that's not one of my favorite choices either.
Mm.
And then you got the guys right after that that go down into the swamp and they hunt those snakes.
Yeah, no, we don't. No, I don't do snakes. I don't do snakes.
They're hunting the
No.
pythons that are down in the Florida Everglades.
Uh-huh. They always do that. But that's because over there in the Florida Everglades, they used to do this deal once a year where if you had any kind of exotic reptile that was, unregistered or unpermitted, you could take it out there and dump it. And so when you talk about the Everglades, like everything is out there now. Everything.
Well, hell, they've been finding, what the hell did they call them? They're these big lizards, and they're
Mhm.
not native to the area. And
That
they're
was
doing just as much damage to the
uh-huh.
ecosystem as the pythons are.
Those were some of the critters dumped out there. There was all kinds of snakes, pythons. I think some cobras were dumped. But at the time, it was legal to, like I said, to take those exotic animals and dump them out there. And that's where you dumped a pet that you didn't have a license to get rid of.
Well, that's like some of them say they've seen black panthers down there.
Now,
The
I
only
believe
way you're going to
that.
get a black panther is if you buy them through an animal dealer, because they're not from up here. They're in South America.
They claim there's a few out there, but we don't see
That
them very often. We hear, from the ranger chatter every now and then, and they won't really even call it a panther. They'll just call it a large black cat, right?
oh, okay.
But that's about it. And they say it's a panther, but none of us have actually ever seen it. We hear the chatter, but none of us have actually like run into it.
So in other words, it's like Bigfoot. If you don't see it, it don't exist.
Yeah, well, there's all kinds of animals out in these woods that
Oh yeah.
our rangers are tracking. They, when there's a bear sighting, we're not allowed to shoot most of it. What we're supposed to do is call a ranger and they come out and they tag it and put a tracker on it. So these dangerous animals, instead of killing them or caging them, they feel like wouldn't it be easier to let them live in their natural habitat and we just know where they are and when they're around and when to watch out for them.
Right. Right.
So that's,
I
that's kind
haven't.
of how they handle it.
I never saw my first black bear until about between 5 and 7 years ago. And that thing was big, and it was in spring, right after they wake up from hibernation. But this
Yeah.
one was big, so I knew when he went into hibernate, he had to weigh close to 600 pounds. This bear was huge.
We've had close sightings through the year, but I haven't personally had any encounters so far. I mean, I pay attention though, in the neighborhoods talking about, hey, there's a bear over by Walmart or stuff. Like I don't go. I
Well, there
believe them.
the bear that I saw was only like 1,000. Well, if I had to estimate, I'd have to say about a tenth of a mile away from where my family was camping.
Oh yeah. Oh, they get a lot
I was
closer than
afraid
that
it was
here.
going to come back and decide, oh wow, look at the sleeping bag. It's a garbage bag. It's got food in it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
attacking one of my kids or my wife or myself even.
Yeah. You worry
They've
about
been
it.
known to do that.
Yeah. But I mean, but even further, that the property damage that a bear can cause is crazy.
It is.
You literally, you're told to lock your doors, and it's not even so much for the thieves, because if a bear can open a car door, and then once they
Hell,
get
they'll rip
in,
a car door off.
well, they can get in real easy, but they can't. They get trapped in there and can't get out, and that's when they start shredding the interior. I've seen it up in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge in that area through there so
Oh,
many
really?
times. Yes. They will get in there and shred your car on the inside, freaking out trying to get out. I mean, in all of 3 swipes, they can take out both front seats and part of the dash.
I'll get you another cup. Just hang on. Told you all you got to do is ask.
Have we got company?
I'm about ready for another one too. So.
What would that be?
Cup coffee.
Ah.
I'm on my first.
Ooh, even in coffee, I love it. Coffee is such an important tradition in my family.
I did all my running. Here you go. Right in front of you. Right there. Did all my running before I even thought about making it.
Yeah.
I'm done with mine now. Yeah.
It's funny, if I had to say the one thing my grandfather did pass on to us, it was the tradition of coffee. Coffee is an
Oh,
all day thing. Whoops. Looks like her bag fell off again. There was always a coffee pot going somewhere around Granddad. You could take a coffee break anytime during the
Mousy.
day. Yep.
Okay. I pushed the power button off for some reason.
Bloop.
Jesus criminy.
It's
I'm
okay.
telling you, Mouse, technology does not like me.
Just remember, guys, it's user friendly. Don't overthink it. The whole point was to get it to do it for you.
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
That's the same thing I told a mechanic when he told me it ain't nothing but a nut and a bolt. Yeah.
It's the cost of putting that nut and bolt on that I'm bitching about.
Well, usually
Yeah,
the
you pay.
problem with my car is something wrong with the nut behind the wheel.
Well, it's like this: the bolt or nut, whatever, probably costs you about $1.89, and then to put it on, it's $85.
Yep.
Well, we gotta charge you for an hour of labor.
Mm. Should it cost like $300 just to go outside anymore?
What's that?
I said it costs like $300 just to go outside these days.
Yeah, I know. I went almost through $300 doing what I had to do today.
Yep,
There
see?
you go. So I understand what you're saying on that one completely.
Oh, you can't even get a horse to go cheaply. Even hay has gotten more expensive.
Yeah, I know. Anymore too, when they say, hey, no, straw's cheaper, bullshit.
Right. Yeah. It's just a good thing it rains as much as it does down here so that they can graze through the summer. I have seen summers where, I mean, there was no grazing to have. They were already into the hay in August.
Oh, wow.
And when you're dumping, when you're moving hay in August out to the field,
Yeah,
you're
you're
gonna
in
have an,
trouble.
yeah, you're gonna have a long, expensive winter without hay.
Hell yeah, you are. Wow. Yeah, no doubt.
I've seen it. This year seems to be going pretty good as far as the hay season, and everybody's had plenty of hay to bale, and they've just
I
been.
think they're going to get about 3 hay seasons this year. Normally, they only get about 2.
We've had so much rain, and and just enough dry days in between it that they've been
Well,
haying
having it wet
nonstop.
ain't good either.
As long that's the problem though, is you got to let it dry before you roll it. If you roll it wet and you store it wet, it's gonna mold.
Cause a fire. Yeah.
Well, it'll mold. Yeah, and that wet hay is what causes barns to catch on fire, but it's really bad for the livestock, especially the horses.
Well, there's some farms up here that use the round bales, but they usually keep them out in the field
Yeah,
and they cover them with a white tarp.
yeah.
Well, the thing is, most of them around here use the square baler. So you have to go around, pick up the bales and take them into the barn.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not sure that hay is dry when you bale it, you may find that you're going to have a 4-alarm fire by the time you get done.
Yep, that's true. It will cause a barn fire in the heat of the summer.
And you can have both ends of the barn open too, and it'll still do it because all the heat, it'll just give it more oxygen to burn, actually.
Yeah, that is true. I think hay.
Doggone right, it's true.
Yeah, I think every boy should just spend one season doing hay.
Oh, I did more than one. I used to love doing it. The only thing that didn't like it was my arms.
Well, that's
Man,
true.
they got tore up.
Mm-hmm.
Chase a pickup truck or a flatbed trailer on a semi going out down the field. Yeah,
Wore your arms
that's
out
a
too.
workout. That's a
Yep.
freaking workout. Oh, one
Sure.
time we were going to another town to pick up another field of hay. And just before we went to turn into the person's driveway, the truck ran over this 12-foot black snake. It got up and ran. We were like, you got to be kidding me. And this thing
Yeah.
was big too. It was about, oh Christ, the diameter of it had to be every bit of 5 to 6 inches around.
Yeah.
It was
I've
a
seen
big
those.
snake.
I've seen those. There was one that got into a barn. Well, it was more of a shed, I would say. But I will tell you that she, in time, won the shed. Like, if I'd have had a title, I'd have given it to her. Like, nope, you win your shed. Gotcha.
Here's a funny one that happened. My nephew that's staying with me, his dad and me and my other brother, we were up at a place that we really weren't supposed to be fishing at, but nobody really cared because we never heard anything. My nephew's father, my youngest brother, he was sitting on the wall down by the spillway. And I don't remember exactly where I was or my brother was, but he's sitting there fishing, had his pole sitting next to him. He's smoking a cigarette. And here's this great, big, huge snake sitting not 4 feet from him, and he never saw it. My other brother, he goes, Phil, look what's sitting next to you. Hey, Sasha. This was a big snake. This was comparable to that black one I was telling you about. Are you there, Mouse? Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, I was muted.
Uh,
How did I get muted?
it
Hello,
wasn't
Sasha.
me. Sasha came in.
Yeah, I seen that. I was going, hello, Sasha. I can't believe I was muted. I didn't even see it.
We're doing good, Sasha. Hey, I wanted to ask you, Sasha, did you get the pictures I sent to you?
Oh, no, Sasha Jade. Step away from the Temu. Some of those packages don't come out right. It's just another version of Wish. Sasha says no, she didn't. She'll check.
Do you have if you have Facebook, try that. It said possibly it went to Messenger.
Somebody out there, anybody, somebody has pictures.
The cloud has them if nobody got them.
The cloud has pictures of clouds, I believe.
I got one picture on here I'd really like to show you guys. It was one of the pictures was me back in 1990. And then another one, what was the other one?
Sasha says her bag, you don't have, she don't have Facebook. I don't know where those pictures went.
Well, then I guess I got a bunch of pictures floating around in the cloud up there then.
Oh, you need to go back in there to where you sent them and.
Well, I know what I can just resend them again. And I'll try and see if I can't get them sent. I'll see if I can't try and get them sent on oh Jesus, email. You'll like the pictures. I know you will. My hair's really long at the time. I almost look like a biker. Almost.
I get a chuckle out of that because isn't that what our old folks' home's probably going to look like? I mean, think about it. Like, Generation X, ain't none of us going to do that polyester stuff. Ain't doing it. Won't get none of us in it, right? Ain't doing that old lady stuff, right? And
well, Sasha, it said sent on Messenger. So I assume that would have meant Facebook Messenger, wouldn't it?
No, it might have been phone messages, depending on what you sent it on.
I don't know. Maybe it did say messages and I took it as messenger. I've been known to do that. Damn dyslexia.
For all we know, somebody on Snapchat or something's going, what?
Yeah, right. Nice pictures. Well, the one of me with long hair, they wouldn't say that. Go, who's this freak? Okay. If not, I'll just resend them to you through email. I know you'll like them.
You gonna come up and chat with us, Sasha?
Yeah, come on up, Sasha.
And I'm still happy that she spent her first day in prison today. I just can't. Not no county jail waiting on, innocent until proven guilty kind of handling.
Yeah.
Prison. Like,
I wonder if they do with the women like they do with the men. They shave their heads up when they first get in.
I don't know, but that would be great. I would
You
pay for a
sounded like
picture
you
of
liked that idea.
that. I would pay for a picture of that. I would. I would even go to do true crime just so I could show that picture.
I'm just curious though, because they do what they do is they do it because they don't want lice in the prison.
Right. I think that's an old thing. I don't know if they still do that.
No, I bet you they do. She said she's just dishing up me supper. Her supper.
Yeah, I think they should start with shaving her goldy little locks off. That'd be a good start.
So what are you having for supper? Okay, I'll just send them to you in email then. Because I know it didn't go through email. Well, I'll learn this contraption one of these days. What are you having, Sasha? Probably something we've never heard of.
Chicken, fried potatoes, and peas.
Is that what she said? Oh, see, it might now. It just came in with me after you read it.
I'm a mind reader. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, you're a mind reader. Mouse the Great. Come to Mouse, she'll tell your fortune. Well, at least she'll tell you what you're having for supper anyway.
Mostly my advice would be don't do it. Just don't do it.
That sounds good, except for the peas part. Unless they're in something, I don't care for peas. I'll eat them like if they're in a soup, in a casserole, something like that, as long as they're mixed with something.
Butter
Like
and
tuna
salt.
noodle casserole or I don't know, whatever else you might put peas in.
Butter and salt. Lots of
No.
butter. Yes,
You know
butter.
what got me?
Real butter.
My grandmother used to make fresh peas, but she used to cook them in milk. And oh my God.
I knew somebody that did that with green beans, and I didn't understand it then.
I still don't understand.
That was the first time I'd ever seen it. She's like, "Well, I don't have any." Oh, well, I've got some milk, and I'm looking at her going, no, butter, salt, butter, salt. That's it, butter, salt. I should still put it in milk, and I'm like, where did that come from?
Do
I'm
you
like,
mean chickpeas, Sasha? She goes chicken peas and fried potatoes.
what? The little black fries are driving me nuts.
You know what
Chicken
I
peas
do
and
like?
fried potatoes.
I
What's
like
that?
bean soup. I love bean soup, homemade bean soup. I don't care what kind of beans it's made with. Oh my God, I'll tear the hell out of it. Gotta have crackers though.
Isn't that just
Any
like
type of
vegetables
bean, I
too?
love it.
Isn't that like vegetables too?
Well, yes, I love split pea ham soup. Yes. No, she said missed the comma there, LOL. When I said chicken peas,
Oh, that's must be a Canadian thing, sausage aid. American is to do mashed potatoes. You gotta do
yep.
fried chicken and mashed
Fried
potatoes.
potatoes are good though.
Yeah,
I love fried potatoes.
but we can go even Texan and put white gravy on the mashed potatoes.
I like putting a little bit of dill relish on the fried potatoes. Oh my God, is that good?
Dill relish, really?
Huh?
Never done that. Done onions and
You
stuff.
don't need a lot, but I'll tell you what, try it sometime. It's really good with it. If
Hmm.
you like dill stuff,
Oh, I like dill pickles. I'm not real big on relish.
well, like I said, you don't use a lot. You
And
just
when I
use a little bit and sprinkle it very sparingly over your potatoes because that shit, goes a long way.
well, then I could still do it with my little cheat. I mean, I still like the flavor, but the kids don't like, the
Well,
bits
no,
of.
you put it on your plate
So,
individually after you get
well,
it on your plate.
my cheat is to use a tablespoon or teaspoon of pickle juice, and it
That'd
gives the
work too.
flavor, but they don't have, then they don't have the bits of
Another thing
pickles
that's
and
good
stuff.
on fried potatoes is apple cider vinegar. You drip
Ew,
it on, drop at a time. Oh,
ew,
yeah.
ew, ew, no, no, I can't do the apple cider. No,
Why?
I don't know.
It's no different than dill pickles.
Yeah, but that's just by yourself, like, sitting beside the pool when you're a kid, that big old dill pickle.
I'm not saying you take it and you dump it on there. You just do it by a dropper. Well, actually, the way my grandparents used to do it, they had this little crystal spore spout thing with a crystal lid, and they just open it a little bit and
Uh-huh.
let it just drip on the potatoes. And that's all you really needed because it goes a long way. You don't mix it in, you just let it drop wherever it is and you eat it from there.
Huh.
It'd be like one drop for every mouthful.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I whip up egg and mix it through the fried potatoes and bacon, chicken, peas, and pepper. Now you see, doing it like that, I could eat the peas with no problem.
That sounds
Noodles
like
and
a
Italian dressing and cucumber, peppers, pickles, tomatoes, no tomatoes.
hold the peas, wrap it in a tortilla, and you got a breakfast burrito.
Heck yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
That sounds really good too.
That's one thing I cannot get here in the mountains is a decent homemade breakfast burrito. And I mean homemade from the tortilla.
Hey, that's another thing I could make on the grill is fried potatoes.
Yeah.
I got a cast iron frying pan. It would work. Yeah, I've had cream peas on toast. Yeah,
Ew. I can't. No. Yo, that's a thing? Sasha?
yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
I
Have y'all
used to
ever
have
heard
to
of
eat it. I used to have to eat it in the home up when I was in the home up in Buffalo.
have y'all ever heard of avocado?
Another thing was creamed eggs over toast.
What do you mean by creamed eggs?
They boil eggs, they'd chop them up, and they'd make like a hollandaise sauce for it or whatever you want to call it. And then you'd make toast and you'd put the creamed eggs on the toast, you'd top it, they'd put a little more over that, and you eat it.
Huh. Is it
So it was
anything
almost
like turkey gravy or something like that? Is it
not
anything
even
like
close
that?
to
Not
turkey
even
gravy.
close.
I like turkey gravy. This you really had to learn to like if you were going to like it.
I don't know. The way I ate as a kid, you would think I would be 500 pounds right now. Like, I
I
don't
do. I
know how
love
I
to eat.
stayed.
I love to eat. I just don't have the things to make the stuff in that I want to eat. Hey, Janice, welcome in.
Hey, Janice. It does kind of sound like egg salad, yeah. We did a lot of butter and a lot of flour milk gravy and tons of salt.
I wish we could all meet, and I'll tell you why. Because I got a dish I would love to try you guys on. And it's a variation of a recipe that Marie Osmond put out on one of the talk shows years and years and years ago. But it's her version of shepherd's pie, and I've made it this way ever since. Now the way I used to make it, and I don't have one now, but if I was to make it, I know how to make it perfectly in a lasagna pan. 3 pounds of hamburger, browned up, not grayed up, browned up. Then you take 3 cans of vegetable beef soup without the water, and you put that in with the ground beef and you mix it all together. You put it in the bottom of the lasagna pan and you spread it out even.
Uh-huh.
You take 3 cans of corn, 3 cans of mixed vegetables, and 3 cans of French style green beans. And you layer them.
Okay.
You can put whatever layer you want down on top of the hamburger first, then whatever, it doesn't matter. And then you take mashed potatoes and you
Right.
put them over the top. And what I like to do is I like to take half of my potato mixture, put it over the top, and then take cheese and lay that over the top, and then fold or put the rest of the potato mixture on top of that.
Uh-huh.
You wipe it down with an egg wash, the potatoes, and you
Huh.
put it in the oven for an hour. You want to talk about good eating, but you better have some muscles because that thing's going to weigh close to 15 pounds when you take it out.
I bet you've got a whole shelf of vegetables from the can and
Oh,
3
but
pounds of meat in there.
I'm going to tell you what, it is amazing.
Huh. Sounds interesting.
Sasha, even when it's mixed with something. Wow, she dislikes vegetable soup, but I said vegetable beef. Vegetable soup and vegetable beef soup are two different things. The vegetable beef has more like a gravy with it, whereas vegetable soup has a greasy broth to it.
Okay. Jenna said it all sounds good except the eggs. She would leave that off. I think I would too. The egg bath is going to do a weird thing to the potatoes, but
I was camping one time, and I'll tell you what, one of the best freaking breakfasts I ever had, and I never thought it would go good either. The night before, we had steak, and there were a few steaks left. There were a couple, I think 2 or 3 baked potatoes that were left. Took those baked potatoes and we diced them up. Took the meat and cut those up into squares. Took eggs, a whole bunch of seasoning, and there was something else we put into it, and I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was bacon. At any rate, we cooked that up over an open fire, and oh my God, was that good. I couldn't believe how good it was.
sounds good. That does sound good. No, Sasha?
Huh, that's weird.
Give Janice her blue wrench there. And that is so that you can participate in the mod challenges. Everybody's allowed to participate. Pick a
Hey,
mod
Sasha, could it be
challenge.
that you need to reboot?
Pick a mod. Challenge them to any challenge you choose.
Yeah, anybody want to challenge me? Because I got no ideas on what to do, people.
We still have
Pick
to.
a challenge and I'll do it with you. I'll try anyway.
I think I'll make a post on the community wall.
I want to challenge Sasha Jade. How about that, Sasha?
Okay.
You backed out of the spelling bee, so I got one for you. It was 1-0 your favor, and you backed out. I'm joking, Sasha. I'm joking.
Does that have anything to do with the seafood?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with the seafood.
Oh.
But there's no way I could lose this one.
Well, that's kind of cheating.
Why is it cheating? It's a challenge, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to challenge her.
Well, what's the challenge?
Well, when she answers me, I'll tell you. Wow, you're lucky, Janice. You got a wrench. I don't.
Yes, you do.
Don't
You lie. Don't make me, don't make me smack you with the wrenches.
Be like Mr. Bill. You're being mean to me. Do you know who that was?
Mr. Bean? Is that what you
Mr.
said?
Bill.
Mr. Bill? No.
Yeah, he was somebody. It was a clay puppet they had on Saturday Night Live. Oh no, it's Mr. Bill.
I don't know. That sounds like that weird puppet on um
Okay, airbag, behave. Sasha,
That's
I
that.
wanna challenge you to something. Do you agree to it
Oh, you
for
gotta
a
tell her,
challenge? Go ahead, Mouse.
gotta tell her what it is before she'll know if she can agree
No,
to
I
it.
wanted to know if she was open to it or not.
She says, "What is it?"
I challenge you to come visit me. I can just hear those wheels moving. She's thinking.
That's not exactly a competition.
Who said competition? I said challenge. She goes, "Oh my God, that is a challenge."
For sure. You got quiet.
Well, you know what's cool about it? She didn't say no.
She didn't say no. That's true. That is true. Maybe that could be a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Sasha's gonna come up with one on you.
Of course, I didn't say no. Yeah, I know. I bet she is too.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. She says she'll take you in a game of hockey.
I can't carry groceries up, and you want to play hockey.
Maybe I could find an online way to play hockey. Sasha, figure out if you can find a way to get both of you into a hockey game, and then I'll stream it from one of you. If you can find an online hockey game, that would work.
Yeah, but would you be able to do it without getting struck?
Yeah,
Wouldn't there be like a copyright or something on that?
and I'm not monetized, so they don't buy commercials on me right now anyway. I mean, hey,
Jeez.
Go find a hockey app or game. Google hockey game, play online, share with friends. If it includes share with friends, it usually has a way you can share the link with another person.
Yes, I fish.
No, he sure hasn't. And the machinist, if you're out there, you still have an open challenge to an open challenger.
I'll bet you don't even give a blank about it. I seen him last night over at Mrs. T's and what's his name? And no, Vic. And I never even thought to ask him about it.
Well, he can just leave me a message in the
You see,
comment.
the
Let
thing
me know.
is, I'm wondering if me and him should do a challenge again because that wasn't fair. You know I won.
We're not gonna do that here, bad. We're not gonna do that. That's tie. You two
I'm
have
trying to
open
bait you.
challenges.
I'm trying to bait you on that one.
No.
A tie.
That machinist can leave me, like I said, leave me something in the comments below the video and let me know if you've come up with a challenge, machinist, and we can handle it.
I'm dying. Hang on.
You should maybe think about not doing that. Sounds like it hurts more
Hey,
than
that's a thought, you know.
Sounds like it's hurting more than it's helping.
Oh my God, I don't know about that. Oh, jeez. So, Sasha, you asked me if I fish. I said yeah, but here's the thing. Unless it's in fresh water, there's no way I can beat you because any fish you catch out of the ocean would probably be bigger than anything I could catch in fresh water. Because I don't have the access to a boat or anything, so it'd have to be all shore fishing for me. I do need to get my fishing license. Salmon season's coming.
Hi, Colin. Welcome in.
Hi,
It's good
Colin.
to see you.
Great to see you, bud.
How have you been, Colin?
What's that, Sasha?
We're all ears. Good, Colin.
That's good. That's good. Glad to hear it, Colin.
Sasha says, guess the song challenge, but copyright, eh? I could play a small line of it and make you guess what it is.
Oh, it did say Goyd. I thought it said gold.
Good, Colin? Everybody's good? Good. Climbing up on a Tuesday, heading towards Wednesday to roll back down on Friday. And we do it all over again.
Colin
Colin,
says he'd take you up on ice hockey, Sasha. Hell, if you guys see me on ice skates, you'd laugh your ass off. One ankle'd be going one way, the other'd be going the other way, and I'd be flailing everywhere trying to move.
so
Can you visualize it?
the simple roller skating contest would wipe you out. Is that what you're saying?
I'd have to be dressed like one of those people that ride the short bus with the helmet and everything.
Oh man, no, just like
I was gonna.
that's one lesson I have learned in life. I was really good as a kid on roller skates. Spent a lot of time at the skating rink every weekend, but when you lay off, it's not exactly as easy as getting back on a bike again.
Yeah, it's not like a bike.
No, your body has changed gravity direction and whatnot. Let me tell you, I did a birthday party back when the kids were young at the skating rink because I thought, I skated when I was younger. I can get out there and enjoy this too. I came home and let me tell you, I looked like I had been beat and mugged. And I mean big, dark, deep bruises. My knees were bruised, my thighs were bruised, butt was bruised.
Sasha said, "Okay, Colin, see you on the ice." That's cool. All right, what's the good one you got there, Sasha?
That's what she said, the song challenge. Actually, guys, I have never been on a pair of ice skates. I've never ice skated.
I have, and let me tell you what, if you don't have really strong ankles, it's hard.
I bet.
And it's good to have sharp skates too. Fishing challenge blindfolded.
Isn't sharp skates more dangerous for us?
No, well, what it does is it helps you hold no, actually, it does help. It helps to keep you going straight. And if you need to stop, you can stop. Well, I can't, but other people can stop by sliding sideways.
I feel like one flailing fall and I could take a hand off or something.
Sasha, I'd probably suck at fly fishing too. I've never done it. But some sort of a fishing challenge does sound pretty cool. Yeah, I could go to Lake Erie and do some casting. Now, is there a limit on how many? Oh, Colin said that. I thought Sasha said that. Oh my God, Doug, you got to start reading the names first.
Sasha Jade was the one that said, I suck at fly fishing.
Colin, how far out will those cast?
I said 15 foot. Does that mean that's how far it'll cast is 15 foot?
No, that means the length of the pole.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's where they stand in the beach and in the surf and they cast out.
Right?
It's those great big long poles.
Sasha
Reminds
said,
me of an old joke. When I was born, my mom said, "What a treasure," and my dad said, "Yeah, let's bury
that's a bad dad joke.
it."
Which is as bad as me deciding that, I just don't want children. The kids took it pretty hard. That's a joke, y'all.
Oh, that's right. You're in England, so you'd be going in meters anyway. So I wouldn't know the distance at that with that type of measurement anyhow. Huh. I got so many questions, Colin. Oh, and Mouse, did you notice how Sasha avoided the challenge request? Oh, I got a good one.
Kind of. Well, she said, and then she said the song challenge.
What's that?
She said, "Oh, I got a good one," and then she said the song challenge.
I got to go back and look.
Guess the song challenge, but copyright, eh?
Yeah, she'd have me beat on that one. More skill, actually, Janice.
In my case, it's luck. It wouldn't matter what you fished with,
But
what rod.
sometimes luck does have a lot to do with it too. Um, Now one time I caught this one gigantic bass, and I wish I could have taken it to get it weighed and measured because I think I would have had a record fish. And if I told you the size of it, you'd think I was lying, but it was a big fish. To me, that was luck. But if
Mostly.
you know what you're fishing for and you know what they like to bite on, it becomes skill when you get to know that kind of thing because you'll know where your fish are, uh, what type of a lure to use, or use live bait like minnows or, you know, anything that the other fish will hit on. If you know that kind, then you got skill. So it's a little bit of both.
And then you add equipment to that equation because if your string is
Oh,
weak
yeah.
or if your pole is weak, you're not getting it.
I've got a 7-foot medium action pole. I don't even remember what the make is. I think I'm not sure. I'm not even going to speculate. But I haven't used it in 2 years. So when I go to get my license, I'm going to get myself a new spool of thread and I'm going to put it and replace it because now you guys got talking about fishing. It's got me wanting to go more now.
Yeah, go. We'll stream it while you're out there.
I think I know where a lot of nice smallmouth are.
I'm looking for a window mount thing for, to hold your phone from the window, from the windshield on the inside.
Yeah.
So that I can show y'all around out here. but I have to get the camera high enough to get out the windshield to show you.
What's that, Sasha? Wow. You see now where I have to fish, you don't need that kind of line. Holy crap, 100-pound test? Holy crap.
I am no longer stronger than fishing line. It's good to know.
Okay, 2 people each pick a song. Then you each pick someone in chat.
I'm not putting it together yet.
In other words, we pick a song, let's say me and Machinist, and then we pick somebody to have them sing it.
Janice does have a point. If you do it just by who gets the first fish, then that would include both skill and luck. Each type the lyrics line by line to whoever and keep a conversation going.
Colin, do you know how many times I've said that?
Did y'all hear what
Hey, Colin
Janice
said,
said?
Hairbag, I ain't losing no more big fish. Because I mentioned about using the 100-pound test. Yeah. That would work too.
Right. Not do it by pound or by how many, just do it a quick one to see who caught the first fish.
That's an idea. Sitting in the morning sun. I wish I knew the rest of it. Waiting for the something. I don't know. I like the tune though. Mr. Otis Redding.
Oh, hey, did you go check out Scully's House of Thrillers? Hairback?
Oh, no, I didn't. I need
Maybe.
to. I forgot all about it actually.
I'm telling you guys, go check out that channel. He's so cool.
I'll have to get a hold of you because I don't remember if I subbed to him or not. I got a bunch of people that I've subbed to because I've met them since this channel that you've introduced me to. And I
Yeah.
only had like 5 of them beforehand.
Now there's all kinds of places to go, huh?
Yeah. Well, at least there's a lot of places I'm subbed to. There's a few of them that don't ever go on like me.
Scully does readings, he reads stories, and he does plays. The plays are communal, like people come in and read different parts and they put it together, which is really cool. And then he does just regular reading, but he has a really cool voice and a really cool way of, I don't know, it's Scully. You gotta go check him out. Let me see if I can find his link.
Yeah, if you do, put it down there and I'll try it. And if it comes up that, you know, I'm not subbed, I will sub. Did they put the link in what's her name's chat that day?
That would be Izzy's, and yes. Okay, in chat, I put Scully's link. You guys, when you get a chance, go over and listen to some of them stuff. The guy's awesome. He's really
Hey,
good.
if I get knocked off, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm gonna tap this link.
All right. I'll give you all a minute to grab that. Go ahead.
Oh, I can't. It's not letting me. It must be because I'm on panel.
It may be. I'll put it somewhere. I'll relink it somewhere where y'all can go back and find it when we're off panel, I guess. But if you can get to it, check him out. Give him a sub. He's awesome. It's not working.
Oh,
I don't
Sasha
know.
tells me don't sing it. I'm trying to show you the game.
Yes, it does. It went right to his channel.
Huh.
It shouldn't. I hit the link in chat and it brought me to Scully's channel.
Let me try it again, see if it'll do it. Yeah, it's not doing nothing for me. I'm tapping the hell out of it and it ain't doing anything.
Hold on. Try that.
Oh, I get that, Sasha. I could be like Buddy and forget the words and just go through it.
Are you clicking on the link or are you clicking on me?
Well, I'm clicking on the link that's at you.
It shouldn't be at me. It says at Scully's House of Thrillers.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is your name's there, but I'm touching the link and it's not doing it. Even the one you just put down, it isn't doing nothing.
I'll check
I
the
don't know.
link.
I'll get it. Just put your cup over there and I'll get it. Yep.
No, it goes to his link. See
I'm
what?
gonna have to look and see if I did sub up to him. Because now that I realize exactly what you mean on the way he does his acting.
The way he does his voice, and yeah, he's
Yeah, well, you also said that he reads like books and stories from books, and he likes people to take certain characters and read them too.
right.
Well, I'm pretty good at that. I can do that.
Well, get in on that. The next open auditions he has, like I said, hit the bell over there for all and watch for him to go live. And when he pitches open auditions for something, go in and try out.
Colin, she doesn't have a channel. I'll be right back, Mouse.
Okay. It should look like what I've got pulled up on the screen. That's his channel. Y'all go sub up to him. You'll love him. I'm telling you. And anybody that is here and does have a channel, you guys can go ahead and drop your link if you'd like. Well, Colin, do you want me to drop your link? I'll get in there and grab Colin's link real fast. Okay, let me go grab Sasha's. I don't know if I'm subbed up to Sasha or not. I'm gonna grab Sasha's. And then, well, you're almost there, Colin. Got what, 43 to go? It is getting closer. I went ahead and subbed up so I can get you over that little bit there. Every little bit helps. I would love to see one of your laps, Colin. Hair bag, are you still floating around out there?
Okay, I'm back.
There you are.
Sorry. Anything interesting?
Oh, we were getting hooked up to Sasha Jade's channel and Colin's channel. Yes, Colin, I would love to watch you do a live. I would be interested. And you got to think, out of what, almost 300 chats you found, somebody else surely is going to be interested in watching you go live. I'm sure of it.
Oh, come on. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, my phone, for some reason.
Doesn't want to work. I know what you mean. We call that trailer park internet. It gets you every time.
Damn technology.
You'll
Can you
get it.
hear me?
Yeah, I
there you
can
go.
hear you. Just need a little Velcro and maybe a little duct tape.
What, Sasha leave?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. She had to reboot. She said, be right back.
Oh, okay. Well, I at least sub to her that way. I'll know when she comes in that it's really her. I can go back to her channel and make sure it's really her. You're welcome.
I didn't think she had a channel.
I hope you sub to me too. I hope everybody subbed up and hit the like button, maybe.
Can you drop mine too?
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it. Type in chat for me, Hairbag. Can you do that?
What's that?
Type in chat.
Can I type in chat?
Yes. Will you type in chat?
I got to drop down to do it.
Oh, maybe I can find it another way. Hold on. Oh, I know where it's at.
Colin said, I've been subbed a long time, Mouse, before anyone else.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes, really. Thank you, Colin. Hey, Colin, I got a question for you. Do you see anything for me? I don't ask you all the time. That's why I'm asking. What happened to Hairbag 420?
I don't know that that's your link. Hairbag 420 is the name you put on to come in.
Oh, well. That's all right.
Let's see.
Yeah. I told everybody I wouldn't get a channel, but look at me now, people.
If you're on YouTube, watching anyone else on YouTube, you have a channel. Your channel is basically your account. And your
See,
account,
I didn't know that.
Your account allows you to upload videos, which was the reason for the platform. We upload videos. And so thus everybody has a channel.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
I had no clue. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell is that?
Demogorgon Hair Boy. Hello. Not a lot.
Oh, wow.
Just chilling. And where were we? We were at fishing. Was y'all going to be able to make fishing work, or y'all want to keep trying?
To me, that sounds awesome. That sounds like a really good one.
Or you both got a place you can find a fishing hole and dunk some bait?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, Colin.
Demo, I love your little avatar. That is funny. I like that.
I hope I don't get this wrong, but Demogorgon. hello and welcome. God, I hope you're right, Colin. I need it right now, really. Nothing wrong.
So what else you got going on this week, Hairbag? Any major things to tackle?
Yeah, this challenge.
So what do you got to do?
I gotta get my Shiite together and go get what I'm gonna need to do it. I mean, think about it. I haven't used my pole.
Well, you're gonna have to get that out and dust it off. Make sure the string ain't tangled. What are you gonna use as bait?
Probably minnows. No, it's not that I don't like your name. I just didn't know if I was saying it right.
I think that's a loaded question.
Well,
Why am I a mouse? I don't know. Well, the first thing you learn as a mouse is when somebody's trying to set up a trap. Hmm. The problem is I'm not that easily baited. That sounds more morbid.
that's cool. What all did you grow? Or are you growing, I should say, I guess. Eight. Eight what?
No idea. Infinity, I guess. Yep, I already ate all the cheese I need, so.
Did you see the back chat?
Yar.
Yeah,
Nar.
I like now. hell?
I
He's
don't
been
know.
hitting the bong water.
Don't drink the bong water. It does crazy things. So,
Yeah.
what about next Saturday?
As far as I'm concerned, that's fine.
Sausage Aid, where you at?
Yeah, where are you, Sasha? Come on.
We can do 2 different videos on a timer, or we can start time both at the same time in the same live, which does make it easier. Colin says cauliflowers, courgettes, spring onions, cabbages, onions red and white, broccoli, sprouts, carrots, peas, wow, pods, lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers.
You know what? That has to be one hell of a garden. Good for you, Colin.
Good job.
Well, we're trying to be good here, Demagogue. See, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just am having a hard time pronouncing it. Demogorgon. Yeah, I got a green thumb too, Colin. I'm pretty good at growing stuff. Can you grow corn over there?
No, we get our corn from a jar.
Well, I don't know if they're too high north for it or not. I've heard of beetroot. Where have I heard that name before?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. I'm not an artist. Here's a little hint for you, Colin. If you want to grow good corn, if you go fishing, take all your fish guts and save them. Put them in your freezer. Hopefully you got a chest freezer, because I don't think you'll want them in your regular freezer.
Wasn't that like a
And then when it becomes springtime for you to plant, put your seeds in a little bit of that.
hair bag, the Pilgrim? Look at
I'm telling you, that stuff will grow like you wouldn't believe. Any plant that you have, let's say, I don't know if you know what a sunfish is, but around here it's a small fish and it has all different colors on it. They come a dime a dozen. I mean, you can catch them everywhere. They're like bluegill.
Yeah.
We take and we split the bellies, but we let them sit out for a couple days, and we'll put a seed in them, bury it, and guaranteed your plant will be up within 36 hours of putting it underground. Guaranteed. Okay. We'll welcome you back, Demogorgon. I hope I got that right.
I don't know. I'm not much of a drawer. That skipped right past me and went straight to my kids. And Isn't it weird how we can dodge genetics and our kids still get the good stuff, man?
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Hell, look at my kids. They're a hell of a lot better off than I was. They never were in foster homes or in a home.
Right. But I mean, like,
They never,
being able
they
to
never,
draw.
up until now, they never had to put up with us getting a divorce, you know? Well,
But I mean, like, skills like to draw or to sing or to play a musical
welcome back.
instrument.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, there's a lot of
Like,
kids out there that don't.
I cannot draw. I cannot draw a picture like that. It's complete stick figure. But my
Hell,
children,
I can only draw a couple things, and they're not really that good either. I can draw a dog's head. It's cartoonish.
but my kids, on the other hand, are so talented. I mean, they didn't get it from me. They didn't get it from their dad.
Now I've never heard of using seaweed, but if it works, Colin, hey, that's cool.
When you use fish like that, do you have to worry about the mercury? I mean, will that be absorbed into the plants?
What mercury are you talking about?
The mercury that is in fish.
Well, mercury only comes if you have steel plants and you know, stuff like up near Buffalo.
Hey, beautiful. How are you tonight?
Hi, Days.
How are you,
Great
sweetie?
to see you. Thank you for coming in.
How has your day been?
I've never heard of seaweed being used though, Colin, but that's cool.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were going to do that today, weren't you, Days? Are you going to repink it or are you just going to leave it bleached? Where are we going with the color?
What do you mean, bro? What WTF?
Hi.
What in the hell?
Demogorgon, what's your deal, hon?
Oh my God. She got purple shampoo.
Oh, I got you. Nice. Getting all summery. I like it. Right.
Why was it too strong, Days? The orange, the orange.
My man uses the purple shampoo every now and then just to take the yellow out, you know.
Now, you're going to laugh at me, but you know what I used to use to get my hair to lighten up in the summer? Goodbye. I used to use real lemon juice.
Oh, we used to mark every first day of summer with a lemon and water balloon fight. for that reason, so we could get lemon all in our hair.
Oh, I used to put it in there on purpose.
Yeah.
And then I'd go out and let it dry while I was sitting in the sun. And it'd lighten my hair right up.
Yeah, sun in. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, Jace, the purple shampoo.
Oh, okay.
My old man's hair is gray, and sometimes it'll get that yellow tint to it, and he'll use purple shampoo to get the yellow tint out of it. Oh, I remember sun in.
Colin, you still here?
And you notice that nobody even sells really suntan oil anymore. Like, we even learned better than that. No to the oil.
Remember, but what if you ever got burned? Do you ever remember your grandmother or your mother putting butter on it?
Yes, and that was wrong.
Holy crap, that burned.
Wrong, yep. And mayonnaise. I don't know why that was everything. And then they learned that when you grease a burn, that it really does do more harm.
Yeah. Sorry, you know.
Yeah, kind of seal that in here. Yeah, let it burn some more.
Oh, I got a good one for you. You might think I'm full of it. My youngest son. Guess who he could be a real life character for? Are you familiar? You're familiar with Jeff Dunham, right?
Uh-huh.
You know his character Bubba J?
Uh-huh.
My son can do a perfect imitation of that character. He even looks like him. He'll take his shirt, hike it up, he'll force his belly out. He has the baseball hat. I'm telling you, it's hilarious.
Hey, Arctic.
Hi, Arctic. Welcome in.
If we did, though, Dave, did we not? I mean, we oiled up. I remember the ladies using baby oil, and some of them even just vegetable oil. Anything greasy, and then lay out and just sizzle in the sun. You know how many skin cancer cases that probably produced? And we didn't know it. You know, just some of those things that we did that we didn't know. Oh, iodine. Oh my goodness. I guess as a stainer, right? Yeah, it kind of leaves a weird yellowy tan, I guess.
Do you guys remember methylate?
Monkey blood.
That shit burnt.
Yep.
It was worse than iodine.
Yep.
Oh my God. Every time I'd see my dad break that out, I'd get in a cold sweat.
My mom used to get great old big Q-tips with the long ones, and like I kept strep throat a lot when I was a kid.
Oh,
and
wow.
she would put that monkey blood all over my tonsils. Ugh. You could taste it for like 2 days.
Oh my God.
But out of all the, the trips to the doctor and the antibiotics, that method really seemed to work best. As wacky as it was, it really seemed to work best. It would stop the strep throat in its tracks. Tasted horrible. Ugh. You couldn't eat nothing for 2 days because
Wow.
Demogorgon, are you over 18?
Hey, not in here. You got an argument? Take it up somewhere else, please. No, please don't. Days, please
No.
don't.
You don't have to. Arctic, that's enough. Please.
I put a stop to it, Days. You don't have to leave. So please don't. And Arctic, I don't want you to leave either. Just you guys talk about it on your own time, please. That's all I'm asking.
Arctic, there's no reason to go at Days. She's done nothing. She doesn't have you blocked. She can read you. She didn't block you unless you started something or you set something out of line, and we have to be considerate of each other and not do that.
All I'm asking is that we're trying to make this a non-drama channel.
Yeah,
That's
because
all. Okay. So please, when you come in, all I'm asking, please have some respect. We will respect you.
well, then you can get mad at me, and that's okay. I'm sorry if that's the way you feel. I had
Yeah,
nothing.
exactly.
Let me talk. I have nothing to do with whatever else happened. I haven't picked sides. I can be respectful to both people. And if that upsets you, I'm sorry. No, Dazed, you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine, Days. Arctic,
But
you are too. Just
chill
please.
on the baby hippo thing. Whatever happened back then has been settled between you and whoever else. I have nothing involved in it, and I don't want to hear. Everybody that's here has already put it behind us. We don't want it brought back up again and again. We can let it go. Actually, no, Arctic, it was not Dazed that blocked you. I was there at Bible study. She was busy. It was a mod. And I don't think they blocked you. I think they simply timed you out for something you said.
Oh boy.
So, I mean, just, think before you come at somebody like this. Okay, but Arctic, you're responsible for what you say in others' chat. That's
Yeah.
equal.
I thought
So-
you had more truth than that, my man. Please don't prove me wrong.
So, I'm going to let you sit and think about what I just asked you. And that is, if somebody over at Days had to block you, then you need to go back and consider what you said. And that has nothing to do with my channel.
All right. Let me
And
ask you. Wait. Arctic, how am I a liar or a hypocrite? What did I do to make you think I'm a liar or a hypocrite?
Okay, well, you're just gonna baby hippo.
Well, you know,
No.
this is going a little bit too far. It really is.
This is one person who is doing a baby hippo again, and that's not going to run everybody else off. I'm not cool with that.
No, I'm not either.
And we've solved that problem. I'm not going to go there. It doesn't matter who timed him out. If he said something over there, then that's his own
That's
consequence.
between whoever timed
Yes,
him
you
out.
can.
Not. It has nothing to do with us.
No. But
Yes, you can, Days.
I was
She
there.
wants to come up.
I saw, and nobody's going to pretend that he wasn't baby hippoing again. I'm just going to say it.
There you go, Days. There's the link right below you. Hello, beautiful. Hi, Days.
Hi. Sorry, am I echoing?
No.
No, you're fine.
Okay, listen, I didn't block you. I didn't physically block you from my channel, but there was a couple people that were very uncomfortable with previous things that you had said in other chats, and they were going to leave instead of having a good time and hanging out and just having fun. So I let them do whatever they needed to do. If people are being made to feel uncomfortable, then I have to address the issue, right? As a channel holder, I have to address the issue.
Exactly.
I can't just gloss over it and say that other people's feelings are not valid. I can't do that. And as a channel holder, okay, here's the thing. Get a channel, Arctic. Get a channel, and you'll see how hard it is. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to drag your chat. I'm not going to drag your show down. I didn't want to even have to address that. He didn't have to bring that here. I'm sorry.
No, baby girl, it's all right. I got you. I was, you know, I seen it. I know what's up, and I know what he's not going to sit over here and do.
Days, you're fine. Don't worry
That's right.
about it because we
That's
know
right.
your character.
If he's got a problem with that, then he needs to check his own actions. And I can say that from seeing his behavior and what he's doing.
He's got to
Well,
be,
he didn't.
you know, at a certain point, as an adult, at a certain point, you have to be held accountable for your actions, whether it's in real life or online. And I can't sit there, and if people are coming to me and saying, I'm leaving if he's going to stay here, or no, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. If people are uncomfortable, then you've made them feel uncomfortable, and I don't like that. My channel is a place where everybody should be able to be comfortable and get along and be cordial, and I can't. And just like with William,
Exactly.
he wanted to make it about him, and I couldn't do that. You know, just because a certain someone didn't address them, didn't, you know, fall all over their feet to address them, they came in hot, right? So they got deleted too. I don't have a mean bone in my body, so if you're blocked for a reason, and I don't have to answer to you. I don't. Really, you're gonna say "fuck you, mouse"? Nah.
Arctic, goodbye.
Arctic, well, I mean, seriously, Arctic, I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna give you your 10
No,
minutes.
that's messed
Let me
up,
tell you
Mouse.
something. Here, let me talk. Because here's what's happening. Somebody's upset about something that happened a while back, can't get over it, and now he's going to come into my channel and baby hippo about it. And he wants the attention about it. That's fine. There's your attention about it. Get all the attention you can suck up, because this is the last time you're going to distract my attention. That is not fair.
I'm sorry.
No, you didn't do anything wrong.
I just can't abide by somebody making somebody else feel uncomfortable.
That's
And that's
messed
the whole
up.
issue.
And that's
my
right.
whole issue.
And as a single viewer, you have to take into consideration, if you're bouncing around out here making people uncomfortable, that's not fair. You don't have the right to interrupt other viewers' experience.
No, you
Let
don't.
them have their experience. If you're upset, I understand that, but you can't
Take
go
it up
past
somewhere else,
it. Just
not here. What the hell, man? Grow the hell up.
It's hard being a channel holder. It really is. And you have to, there's, it's just so hard. It's really hard because I didn't want to come into this blocking anybody. Anybody,
Right,
right? I wanted
right.
everybody to have a voice. I wanted everybody to have their say. Guys, I really did. But there's been things done on and offline that I don't abide by. I'm not going to abide by one of my best friends being made to feel uncomfortable. And no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to
Right.
happen. Not on my watch.
And he's not
Well,
going to sit
here,
over here and
Arctic,
make.
here's one thing. You
I,
came in and you started in here. We were having a good show. And then you come in and you start disrupting. Now you're going to sit there and say you're done with us people and we're all the way wrong in the head and heart. I think you need to look in the mirror, sir. You don't come in somebody's channel and start stuff. You take it up with that person individually.
Yeah, and I
Think
do have,
about it.
like, I do have an email. I have 2 emails, in fact. They're both on my channel. If you had a problem with what happened on my channel, take it to my email. Don't take it to Mouse. Mouse didn't do anything wrong. Mouse
And
is
I
guilty
didn't
by
either.
association because it exactly. But because she's guilty by association. That don't fly with me either. Nah, man. I know Mouse outside of YouTube. Outside of YouTube, she is a real life friend.
that's right. In Arctic, I seen you coming. I seen this coming. Don't think I didn't. I gave you a chance not to push it to this point, and you did. You chose to. So
I'm
that's
sorry.
on you, and that's okay. No, don't be sorry. Don't say that.
You didn't do it. You did not. You didn't start this. Not at all. And if you think you started this by coming in here, girl,
Well, no, I just
don't do it.
I hate any kind of like animosity or anger. You know, I get it, right? YouTube's supposed to be a place where you can come and hang out and stuff. But dude, when you act like a creep, you're gonna be treated like one. And that
Right.
point blank, and from, well, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
You're exactly
Well,
right. When you come in looking
yeah.
for a fight, you're gonna get one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just plain and simple here. And just because I'm not loud in chat or on panels all the time doesn't mean I'm not floating
Hello,
around the
Grimace.
street seeing what's going on. So nobody's playing me for dumb.
No, and I would never
Okay.
do that to you.
No, you
Period.
wouldn't. No. But
I
when
know
I
you
see
and I have
something,
only known each other a short time, Days, but in that short time, I can tell what type of person you are. Look at what you run. You run a Bible study. You do karaoke, which is a non-confrontational channel. You're an awesome lady. And I'll stick up for you anytime.
Well, I appreciate that. And you know, it's honestly, it's at the end of the day, why does it matter if you got booted off of a channel? Why does that make you feel butthurt? I mean, I don't get it. I've been booted off of many a channel. I'm not crying the blues. I'm not sitting there asking the creator, why did you do this? Why did you do that? I could give two shits. If they don't want me there, fine. I'm not going to be there. And that should be the way.
Exactly.
I mean, you know,
Exactly.
it's just ridiculous. And I'm sorry, Mouse. I did not.
You didn't. So quit.
Yeah, you don't have anything to apologize for at all.
You don't.
I don't.
Nothing. You weren't the one that came in and started it.
I mean,
Grimace, I did say hello. I'm sorry if you didn't hear me.
Hi, Grimace. You didn't do anything wrong.
Hi.
And just being here should not be something that you feel bad for. That's not fair. That's not fair of him to do.
No, I don't feel bad being here. I just didn't want to.
Well, that's what I'm. Yeah, I mean,
if people are going to ask, if people need to ask me questions, I do have an email. I absolutely have two. I have like 5 emails. Reach out to me. Ask me. I'm not a scaredy cat, and I'll tell you what's up. I'm not, but don't take my kindness for weakness.
That's it, because this is one strong lady right there, I tell you. I will tell you that day in and day out.
Well, happy birthday, Grimace.
And
gotta get some happiness going here.
Grimace, I gotta ask where the hell did everybody go? We were just talking about that. Like, where's the Hamburglar? Where's the fry? Where did everybody go? We've been looking for y'all. And I mean, I get, birthday, you kind of pop up. I get it. But where is everybody?
They done got a taste of that Grimace shake, and they got all that purple stuff. I'm just kidding. The TikTok, funny little trend.
Yeah.
Though I can't say that I understand it, but it's funny nonetheless, right? I mean, you see all these grown folk acting like kids, right? It's funny.
It's because of Generation X that we have adult Happy Meals because, we couldn't let it go.
You're probably right. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Again, Mouse, I'm absolutely sorry. Please just let me have that. Let me have it. I didn't mean to bring anything to you. Obviously,
you didn't bring anything to us.
So he took it, right? I'm just saying, he's seen his opportunity, so he took it.
Yeah.
I can't control how other people feel, but I will protect the ones that I hold near and dear. And I can't say that I'm unhappy. I get it. And I'll probably lose a subscriber or two over that, and that's fine. I've been on YouTube for a year, almost 2 years now, and I'm still not at 1,000. But slower is better because the people that actually want to watch will stick around.
That's right. So, and it's quality over quantity.
You're right. Golly. I mean, I kind of seen that coming. I really did. And I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring it here. I really didn't. But it is what it is. So I'm just going to let
it. Why? Because you came in, you think that's what brought it?
Yeah.
Well.
No, that is not.
No, it isn't.
Here, and he's tried it. He pushed on it, and I gave him just a little more rope. And if he hung himself, which is what he did, then that's what he was going to do. And he did. He showed me how he showed me his true colors. That's all I can say.
Well, here's the deal, though, guys. Here's the deal, and I'm going to tell you something as a real human, as somebody that lives in the real world. Don't YouTube in your emotions. Don't YouTube while you've imbibed a little bit. And unless you can handle it, don't do it, because you're going to get yourself in a world of shit. Just saying. Right.
Because we all have to remember at the end of the day, this is virtual,
Yeah.
and though Dazed and I have met because we're close geographically, but most of us will never meet each other in real life. So how do you say things, like that to a total stranger? Seriously,
I believe Rabbit has it down, right?
Yeah.
She absolutely has told people from day one. She's been as honest as she could be with people. I care about you in an internet way, and that's about it. Because when I
Yeah.
get off the internet, I don't think about you. Well, she didn't say it like that, but that's the gist of the conversation.
Right.
When you have internet friends, it's kept at an internet level. But the people that I've met in real life, they're my real life friends, period and point blank. And I will go to war for them people.
Absolutely. I agree. I ditto that.
Isn't that the way it's supposed to be, though?
It is. And, it's taken me a long time hell, I'll be 50 next year, so it's taken me a long time to find the real ones, right? Because back in your youth, my youth anyway, I always had
I'm
those.
gonna be an old fart here shortly.
Well, I certainly feel my age today. I just feel it today. But
You're lucky you're not as old as I am. I got you by 17 years.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you. I just, I know my character, and I know that my word is bond, and I did not, for all intents and purposes, I was not the one to block or time out or anything with Arctic. The people that you personally have ish with were the ones that did it. So I'll pray for you because you obviously need prayer. If you don't think that getting drunk and talking nasty to people, like really nasty to people, if you think that's okay, then I'm definitely going to pray for you. For real. Because it's not.
No.
What you do when you're drunk is what you're feeling when you're not drunk, because it comes out, right? 110%. It's like over and above board, but what you're thinking usually comes out when you're drunk.
Right.
So.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
Oh,
Truth
yeah,
serum,
that's
as they
the
call
truth.
it.
I mean, that's
Alcohol is truth serum.
right. I just funny thing is, yeah. Well, I'll just leave that alone. Leave that alone. I mean, because I'm pretty much, I love everyone. I just want to get along with everyone. And I'm sorry that he's butthurt, but he'll just have to continue to be butthurt. He needs to mend the fences with the ones that he hurt before he comes at me.
Exactly.
And that's real talk.
That's true.
I said
none of us
something
want
one
to be
time.
drugged into it. But
I said something
on
one
him.
time to him, and it was an analogy that I was trying to put across to Buddy, and I didn't know they were having this problem. And then I found out afterward that they were having this problem, and it's been haunting me ever since.
Well, let's not bring more ish.
Oh, I won't bring. Oh, no! I would never bring it up again. The thing is, if I would have known at the time, I wouldn't have never even used those as an analogy, because it had to do with Buddy and Sabrina.
Well, let's not bring that ish over here. Let's change the subject.
Yes, please. Let's
Well,
do.
I was just letting you know. I wasn't going to bring them in on the subject anyway, except for that part. That's it.
Well,
Done and
no,
over.
done.
See,
And I'm
now
so
I'm getting
disappointed.
scolded by my old younger sister. Look at
You know,
this.
you know what? I'm gonna bring in a damn clown horn just for beeping shit out.
I know, right? By the way, Mouse, parody slash fire sale night is Friday.
I'm
You know, good Lord
excited.
willing and the creek don't rise. That it's parody night slash um, fire sale. So if you come up on panel, bring put your Cash App as your name so that people can have you tip you to take a shot. That's what a
Okay,
fire sale is. So
I'm giving you one hint, and I'll give it while you're here. I'll be coming in hot.
well, I'll tell you, I'm coming. I'm coming to. Well, it's my alter ego, so you know who my alter ego is,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So yeah, um, she will be making an appearance Friday night. Don't miss it,
Yeah.
because you might miss
Yeah.
the cornbread mafia kind of stuff. I'm just kidding, but you know,
Hoedown
Cornbread
trailer park
mafia.
style.
yeah, I heard that the other. It was on somebody else's channel. It was sort of silly, but anyway,
We get down trailer park style, don't we?
yes, 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 yes. Lurleen is actually the trailer park hoe. So
Oh, this ought to be fun.
yes, and I did put in the description, if you were parodied, please do not take offense. It's all about having fun and just hanging
Yes.
out and doing the damn thing, right?
Because we deserve a good laugh. If we can't laugh at ourselves and each other, then we're too uptight.
Exactly.
There's
Exactly.
too many
So,
of those type of people out there anyhow.
you ain't a kidding. You ain't a kidding. But you know what? We made them that way. I'm going to stick to that.
Yeah, you did. The baby boomers didn't.
No,
Oh,
you're right. You're
struck
right.
a nerve. Struck a nerve.
You're absolutely right. The baby boomers didn't. You raised a kick-ass generation of kids that could think independently
Yep.
without their mamma jammies. Because I'm part of the Generation X, so I was part of the
All right, hey Dave, I want you to take a guess here, okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be 67 September 1st. How old is my youngest child?
Well, considering my oldest child just turned 30 this year, oh, I mean, I don't, maybe 40?
You're gonna drop dead. 16.
Oh, wow, that's cool. That's actually cool. My oldest will be 40 this year, so,
My
or has
oldest was just
40.
on the 4th of July. My oldest just turned 29.
Wow, that's pretty epic. That's a good age, too, by the way.
Well, if he would do something, it would be. All he likes to do is sit around and play video games.
Well, but he can make a TikTok or a what is it called, Twitch, and he could be making
Yeah,
bank.
if only.
Well,
I
I mean,
don't know if
those are options.
he could. I don't see him, so I don't know what he does. But he could, I guess.
Well, you've got to get in there and sit down beside him and watch what he's into.
That ain't gonna happen. He don't want nothing to do with me.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel that. I feel that. I've got.
My youngest son, Days, I was telling this to Mouse earlier. You're familiar with Jeff Dunham, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. You know his character, Bubba J?
A little bit.
Isn't he the one
The
with
drunk,
the red ball cap?
the one that drinks beer all the time?
The puppet.
Oh, is it the puppet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The one
absolutely.
with the,
Yeah.
the hair, with
Okay.
with the red baseball cap.
Wow, I figured you'd know exactly who I was talking about. Well, my youngest son, he can do an imitation of Bubba J in real life. He'll hike his shirt up over his belly, and he'll protrude it out. And he's got his baseball hat on crooked like Bubba J wears it. And he does the voice very, very well.
Well, that's pretty cool. That really is cool. No, he could definitely, like, social media now. It's such a it's such an open market. People are desperate for new and just new things, right? New things to look at, new things to just be involved with. He could
Right.
actually make bank if he would just buckle down
Yeah.
and stream a little bit. It doesn't take much. I swear it doesn't. It doesn't take much. Look at me. I'm monetized on YouTube. It didn't take, well, it took me a minute, but it really doesn't take all that much to become and I'm doing air quotes like you guys can see them, but it doesn't take much
Right.
to become an influencer. It really doesn't. And if he doesn't feel comfortable in a regular 9 to 5, I would just, hey, there's ample opportunity for him to make good money online, and all he has to do is stream his gaming videos, like, for real. And that's no joke.
Yeah. Just his daily journal, or showing what he does online, the video game he plays, or
Mm-hmm.
because there are actual millennials that will search out the games that they themselves are playing and go watch other people play them.
Yes, because they can't get through if they can't get through a certain segment. I remember doing that, or plugging it into the internet or the interwebs, whatever generation you come from, and just asking, how do you get to this level? How do you get to this level?
Right,
Yada,
right.
yada. It's a legitimate thing, and these people make bank. The Twitch streamers, they make bank. I'm like, wow. I mean, it's a bit different than the YouTubes, right? It's a bit different from the YouTube streaming platform, but heck, it's a living, right? I mean, even if it's not a regular 9 to 5, it's still a living.
What is the traffic like at Twitch? I mean, is there, is it bigger than YouTube? Are there more viewers, or about the same?
There's way more viewers on Twitch, but Twitch generally deals with, like, gamers. They cater to gamers more so than actual, like what I do would it would be a non it's not something that's going to pick up a lot of traction on Twitch, even though I do stream my karaoke's to Twitch, only because why not, right?
Right.
Why not?
Well, that
Well,
makes you
That's a good reason.
able to see the difference in an instant.
Yeah, and I don't ever go to my Twitch to see what's happening or anything, because I'm not really, like, I've got a Twitch and I've live streamed gaming on there, but I play a game that plays itself, so I'm like, well, if you can't figure that out, then I'm sorry for you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I can figure it out, but I don't know. Twitch is geared more for gamers, and it would be something I would turn him on to that hairbag. I really would,
Yeah.
because I promise you, they make bank. Those bits. Anytime someone sends you a bid, it's like $1, right? And I've seen people get upwards of $300 or $400 a stream just playing a game.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
Oh,
legitimate. It's a legitimate thing, and he could put his skills to the tests, or
right.
so, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man! And now we got on gamer talk. I need to. I actually need to jump down. Again, Mouse, I love you, girl.
I love you too.
Thank you for letting me
girlfriend.
come up and clear that up.
Always. Always.
You didn't have to clear anything up.
Well,
You did
I felt
nothing
like
to
I
have to
needed to.
clear up.
Well, I felt like I needed to, only because
Hmm.
he felt like I was the one that did it. I did it to him personally. No, no, sir, no, sir. I don't
Nope.
block anybody,
Ma'am,
and I take pride in that. I've never blocked anybody.
did
Never.
you come in here looking to start something like that?
No, I
Well,
didn't.
of course not.
Then you did not start it. It was not you that threw the first comment.
That's right. You're always welcome over here. And I don't, I'm not
So
going to allow anybody
don't think
to.
you did, Days.
I'm
You
not
didn't
going to.
come in here to start nothing. You came in here. You were decent. You didn't say anything.
I'm just like Days. I'm not going to let anybody sit in here and feel uncomfortable. He
No,
can go.
I can't. Right? At the end of the
Right.
day, if people feel uncomfortable, they're going to leave. And it comes down to the one person versus 30, 40, 50, however many you have in chat, right? I'm
Right.
not going to let somebody. No, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Right.
If you've made somebody feel uncomfortable and they feel that certain type of way, then it's on you to fix that. It's not on me.
That's right. That's
And if
right.
you're not willing to fix that, then so be it. More power to you. But I'm not going to be held accountable for your actions, especially online. Fuck that. Oh,
That's
forget
right.
that.
I agree.
Well, I agree with you there.
I mean,
I
we
can't
still all got to
argue.
walk around with respect for each other and some common sense.
Yeah, it does. I mean, yeah. It's at the end of the day, we are all human. We make mistakes. Just own your fucking mistakes, dude. Just own them and be done with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, right.
Because there's no, nobody's asking you to do anything other than that. If you made somebody feel some type of way, then go to them and say, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I was kind of tipsy and I was letting my little brain talk from a big brain. So, and sometimes that makes it okay. I mean, sometimes that's all they need. But
That's right.
I can't be the arbiter of peace all
No.
the time. I just
No.
can't.
Right.
And you're not. You're
as
not.
much as people, this whole connected thing. Yes, I do know Dace personally. She is a very dear friend of mine. But I also hang out with a lot of people online that I have not met, And so when you start calling people connected and this and that, it's like, guys, we're all still separate people.
Yeah, it's like that 6
Hey,
degrees
Tiffany.
of separation, right? That 6
Yeah.
degrees, everybody is separated by 6 degrees. That's it.
Right.
And it's mind blowing. But
Sipping
yeah,
on
I
fire
can't
came
answer.
in.
Hey,
Hello,
Sippin',
Sipping
I
on
love
fire.
you.
Thank
That's
you
my
for
queen.
coming in.
Let's see.
Sorry, I was waxing philosophical, Miss Sippin. I actually need to jump down and go dye my hair. I'm not going to do it tonight either.
Okay, well, let us know how that turns out.
I'm probably not going to do it tonight because I'm tired and it's been a long day, and I didn't. Well, I'm just not going to make any more excuses because I can't. You know, I didn't do anything wrong.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
And again, Arctic, I'll pray for you because you definitely need it. If you can't see, well, you know, it's the same. It's just, sorry, it's the old saying. My daddy always used to tell me, you can't see your nose to spite your face, and you probably need to give up.
Yeah.
And you know, it is what it is. I can't change it, and I'm not going to try. Just be respectful. Just be respectful. That's all it takes is to be respectful. All right, Mouse. I'm sorry. Again,
Quit
waxing
apologizing.
philosophical again.
You're at the ashtray.
You know I love you.
I love you too. And Frankie says, meow. I'm just kidding. She's
Aw.
getting so big. She is getting so big, and her fur is so shiny. She's so pretty.
They're all a mess right now.
No,
They're at
she's
that stage where they're getting thicker. You know, they grew longer and now they're getting thicker.
Yeah, I don't
Smarter.
think Frankie's going to be a thick cat. She's going to be one of those cats that always looks a little bit sickly until
Well,
you actually
maybe.
meet
Her
her
mom.
and you're
Her
around her.
mom is thin.
Yeah, she's very, very streamlined. She's healthy. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, she eats like a house on fire. I come
They
in
do.
most days and her food's already gone, and I'm like, oh whoa, wait a minute, I just put that in. Okay, well, cool. I mean, you know, because when I first got her, I was worried about that. I was worried if she was going to even, you know, feed or whatever, and or eat, you know, because
She did good. She started eating immediately when she got there, and that was a good sign. She was comfortable. She was happy.
she did, and she's marked up my hands. She is definitely imprinted on my butt. Well, you know, she is definitely imprinted on me to where I can't go nowhere without anybody asking me, what the hell is wrong with your hands, girl? I have a cat that likes to chew on my fingers. I can't help it.
Yep.
I can't. She just, you know, and she doesn't understand that I don't have the fur that she has.
Right.
So it's like, you know, she doesn't know to take it a little bit easier. So, yeah.
When they were kittens, they loved toes, bare toes.
Oh my gosh, she still loves toes. She has not changed. I cannot hang my digits above. You know, I can't hang them over the bed in the morning. She's gnawing on them, and I'm like, "Ooh, girl, that is so nasty." I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Toes are gross. To me, toes are gross. I don't know about anybody else, but toes are just not my jam.
Not when they're chewing on them and licking on. No.
Well, no, not only that, just toes in general. I think they're ugly. You know, we walk on them on a daily basis. They're not pretty. It's ooh, no.
It makes you wonder about the foot fetish thing, don't it?
You know, it does. It sure in the heck does. I'm like, what?
That's true, Sippin. But Mom was a boy, and he took more after the dad than he did the mom, like Frankie did. And the dad was real thick, you know, a real thick guy. And I'm noticing mine getting real thick now. But he's calmed down for the most part. He's starting to calm down a lot more.
Well, I wish I could say the same thing for Frankie, but I love Frankie. I love her attitude. I love it. She's like, no, Mama, I'm here and I'm about you. And you know, listen to me. Look at me. She is absolutely that type. She is absolutely. If I'm not just all up in her business, she's like, what did I do? What am I doing wrong? You know, she's up in my business. So if I eat an ice cream, she has to have some, which I think's funny.
Yep.
I don't give her any chocolate, right? Because I know chocolate's a no-no for any kind of animal. But she does eat the vanilla ice cream. And I know that cats are lactose intolerant, but I can't say no to Frankie. She sits there and she grabs my hand. She's got to where she'll put her paw on my hand if I'm eating an ice cream at night, like an ice cream sandwich. She'll put her paw in my hand and drag my hand down so that she can get some. You want me to show her?
Yeah, let me see her.
Oh, let me go find her. She's either in my bed or in the windowsill. Frankie! 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 Oh, there you are. There you are.
Sipping, my mother's dogs are the same way. That foot thing, I love feet. I can't stand it. I like, ew, that tickles. Ew, ew. Ew, that's
She
gross.
is probably like she's got to be pushing 10 pounds already. She's a big chunky monkey.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
She is getting big.
She is. She is. And again, there she goes, biting on my hand.
Hey, Mama. Yeah. Gosh, her eyes turned green, didn't they? What color did her eyes turn out?
Yellow.
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 They look green.
No, they're pretty much
Yeah,
yellow.
that
Probably
Yeah,
the
they
light.
do.
She wants
Crazy
down now.
cat.
She's like, Mommy, you don't ever let me get up here.
She's like, what am I supposed to do? What's going on here?
Is she quite independent?
She is. She only like I'm only allowed to pet her at nighttime when she's sucking on my, like she still suckles, like she does the biscuits and suckles on my
Oh,
night.
yeah, the kneading.
Yeah, she'll
Yeah.
like go making biscuits and
Yeah.
suck my nightgown. It used to be this shirt right here, but I had to have it because this is what I wear to cover myself because I'm really white and I don't tan, I burn. So this is the part that's uncovered when I'm outside. But she it's the only time I can actually pet her. Other than that, she's Miss Independent.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably why she was chewing on you.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the way they love, yeah.
yeah.
I grew up with cats. The thing is, when I was a little kid, my grandparents had this little kitten. Went out on the sun porch with it, and I'm playing with it with a little piece of string. I kept lifting it, and he'd jump for it, lift it, jump for it. Third time I went for it, and that little sucker caught me right in the nose.
Oh no!
On the inside.
Wow!
And was hanging there. Oh my God, did that hurt?
Oh, I'd say
Oh.
so. Oh my gosh! Wow!
Oh.
Wow! I can't imagine. I mean, I got my septum pierced, but I can't imagine that.
Yeah, but think about this. Look at a kitten's toenails. Them suckers are more sharp than a full-grown cat's.
Yep. Like
oh my God, you wouldn't believe how bad that hurt.
Yeah, and she actually she's not afraid of water, which is what I wanted her. I didn't want her to be afraid of water, right?
Right.
A couple, like last week, she jumped in the shower with me while I was taking a shower, and I was like, okay, cool, just hang out, do whatever. She doesn't like the sound of running water. I guess it hurts her ears because animals' ears are sensitive. But she's absolutely not scared of water. I spray her with the sprayer only when she's on something that she's not supposed to be on.
Yeah.
Like my 75-inch TV, which she likes to go up to and bat at when Family Guy's on. But it is what it is. I love her, and I thank you so much, Mouse. She is
I'm glad
what
she's
I
made
needed.
you happy. I really am.
She is definitely what I needed, and she is as feisty as Frankie on YouTube. Frankie Hopkins, she is as feisty as her, and
Yep.
I love it.
Yep. She's definitely a Frankie.
Absolutely. The name is fitting. All right, Mouse, Hairbag, Sippin, and everybody in the chat. I'm going to go. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take over your whole life. I love
You're
you.
I
fine.
love
You're
you
fine.
too.
All
To
right.
tell you the truth, Days, we needed the help.
I doubt that. I love you guys.
Love
All right,
you
have
too.
a good one, lady.
You too. Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye. That was cool. Mouse, I hate to say this, but I'm almost out of battery.
All right. Yeah, we're going on about 3.5 hours. I usually only go 2, so we went a little over, but we've had
We
fun.
did good.
Yeah, we've had fun. It's been a crazy day.
Well,
I
at
wanna-
least I got stuff accomplished today, you know.
Well, that's quick. I got to talk about true crime, and I really don't normally do that, but
Yeah.
being a follower of true crime today was a victory. Prison. She's not going anywhere. She is officially guilty.
Bye-bye is what she officially is.
Yeah, she's now a number. What did I
Oh,
say?
man, no, Sippin, you can't declaw a cat. That's not right. You take away their defense, and you also take away their means of escape.
Well, if they're house cats, it does save the furniture, and because they will sharpen them on everything. I don't know. I kind of sit on the fence about that. It just depends on if it's an inside cat or if it's an inside-outside cat.
You
It
got to
just
figure,
depends.
though, that's got to hurt a cat to get its nails removed. That'd be like you going to a doctor and tell them, take my toenails, take my fingernails.
Well, technically,
Think about it.
They do take toenails, but for bad reasons. And you know, it just depends on the situation with the cat. Some cats, when they're kept inside all the time, you know, the claws are just a cost.
Well,
You know, the stuff they tear up. You know, if they're protected, they're never going to have to use them. Something like that. Then I can understand where they would have them declawed. I've never done it.
well, Sippin says their main defense is their mouth and back feet, and I've known cats to climb. Cats with no claws at all, really.
Yeah. But some house cats you don't want climbing. You don't want the constant sharpening on the edge of the furniture.
Well, that I can understand. That's why you have to build yourself a little scratching post, and before you put the rug behind it, you rub
Oh
catnip on
no,
it.
you've got cats all wrong. Some cats, the minute
You
you
rub
say
catnip on it.
the minute you say don't do that, it's on for life. That is something they're going to do every time they look. That's a cat.
I don't know. We never really had that problem. No, seriously. Our cats never dug our furniture up. I don't remember one of them ever doing that.
I've thrown a couple of pieces of furniture away.
Now they do on the rug. Now I'll give you that one. They have on our rug all the time, but on the furniture, no. It was like, really?
They'll pick one spot and they'll always hit it. It doesn't matter if it's an okay spot or not. And if it's not, it's also used as revenge towards humans. They'll look at you and do it. I mean, like,
Wow.
while you go, stop that. They will still look at you and do it till you walk over there and make them stop doing it. That's a cat.
Sippin said, yes, sir. I had a cat that had no front claws. We couldn't keep him in, and he would bring back huge blackbirds home. He killed, no lie, as well as other animals.
That actually is true. I do have that problem.
Like baby rabbits and stuff like
Oh,
that, I assume.
Your baby
Chipmunk,
rabbits, baby birds,
squirrel.
moles, squirrels. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some cats are good at doing that. And then other cats, you put them out there, they haven't got a clue.
Mine have usually been pretty adaptive, but I keep mine inside-outside cats. They come in and out.
Yeah, that's what we usually had too.
And it's
The
kind of,
only problem with that is after a while, you become a slave to their wanting to come in and go out all the time.
sometimes.
Yeah, I guess it did depend on weather conditions.
Yeah, well, I mean, in bad weather, they always know to come in. They always prefer to, it's loud on the mountain.
Oh, it ain't just the mountain, it's here too.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets cold in the wintertime here, so they don't want to be out there any longer than they have to either.
Right.
When I was younger and I went deer hunting, the only thing I used to wear out in the woods was a pair of sneakers. And there'd be like 2 foot of snow out there. But I also had a pair of socks, a plastic shopping bag, and another pair of socks over that.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize is here I was keeping my feet warm, but every time I'd move, those bags would go.
Yep. I
Guess who
remember
could
those
hear that a mile away?
days. Every animal.
Yeah. The only deer I ever saw were the ones that I happened to surprise.
Ow, Sippin, that sounds painful. And my right arm has a ton of, where did she put it? Yeah. Has a ton of scars on the right arm where a cat at work, a rabbit kicked me. Freaking out. I had
Oh,
it scuffed,
wow.
trying to hand it to its owner, and a dog jumped at it and it freaked out. Wow.
I can imagine. Oh my God.
I always worry about that, taking animals to the vet, because I know I have to walk in with this half wild creature that I've allowed to be half wild, and I'm taking it into a bunch of little creatures, cats, dogs, and there's that moment that you ask yourself, is my dude going to handle this okay?
Well, in my opinion, that dog shouldn't have been nowhere near around that rabbit.
What's in there? It happens. I can see where it'll happen.
Yeah, I can too. And by the sounds of things, that dog lived in the country. Out where it was able to go hunt rabbits or whatever else it wanted.
Some people don't have a chance to socialize their animals, other than people that come to their own house,
Right.
People that live in the city, their dogs are used to being walked out in the street and they learn to ignore people. You come out to the country and the first person that walks by, that dog's just going to go nuts. There's a person There's a person.
And then the person will probably think they're getting attacked when all the dog wants to do is get petted and get acquainted.
But it just depends on the environment the dog lives in, you know.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the breed too.
Yeah, there's that.
Because
But yeah, guys, I'm gonna.
I wouldn't want to walk up on an ownership of a German Shepherd. Those are one owner dogs. And let me tell you, they don't appreciate house guests.
When it's their territory, that's their job, you know.
Yeah, but it's a good way to get your ass bit.
Well, that's the thing about dogs.
Well, one time I was walking up the road on the opposite side, and this dog crossed the road over and bit me right in my tush. Oh my God, that hurt. Big German Shepherd.
He didn't like you.
Apparently, and I never did nothing to it.
Hairbag, I'm gonna shut this one down for now.
Okay.
We're on to 3.5 hours, and I know you need to go eat. I need to go eat. We've been on here for a while.
Yeah,
I
we
thank
have
everybody
to.
for coming.
Yes, thank you.
Thank Days for coming up. Thanks Sam for coming up earlier. Thanks Hairbag for sitting here with me. Thanks Sippin' and Forrest. Tell Forrest I said hello back. Thank y'all for coming in and sitting with
Yes.
us. And to the replay crew, we hope we hear from you. And we'll see y'all guys later.
Have a good evening, everyone. Do your job